1 and 2 up. Once I, and then, okay, main feed's good. Test, test to everyone that's watching right now. There's a few. All right. I was wondering that too. Is it Z-O-E-T?
I left mine.
Oh, you're all
I
right.
have one again, or?
Yeah, you're one.
Okay, I left mine turned down because I didn't have
Jump on real quick and just talk for a second.
I think that's what it was trying to do.
That's what it was doing last time.
When you get a chance. And then we'll turn. Hello!
Jesus. You were so
All right.
Okay. They heard me in Mason.
Yep. Mel,
Hey, there you are. Okay, now I can hear you.
how you doing, man?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good.
All right.
The main feed into our headsets is really, really loud. Yeah, that hurt. Okay, hold on, Mel. Kevin's getting on too.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, you don't have time to find out all of that stuff. I'm doing wonderful.
Just a reminder, we're live on the live stream. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm all good, buddy. I sent you Jeepers. That is loud.
Really
Hang
loud.
on this second.
Really, really sensitive tonight.
I don't know what's going on here. Hang on. Mel, I sent you the answer to the trivia question. I can't, if you're talking, Mel, I can hardly hear you.
Our mics are really, really loud.
Yeah, we're just really hot tonight for some reason.
It sounds fine on here. I think you're going to want it that way. You're just going to turn that main feed down.
Yeah.
You got to turn it up, Kevin, so we can hear Mel.
I can't, yeah.
So you can, all right, can you hear me now?
There you go. That's better.
Okay, we are at 28. So do you want me to transfer you over and hook you guys up so we can get that scouting report in?
Sure.
All right, hang on.
Thank you.
Are you there, guys? You guys there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, hey, you guys have a great game.
You too, buddy.
All right.
That's weird. Turn our mics down.
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's top and college games.
4, 5, 6.
Now from our studios in
Good evening, everyone. Welcome.
The postseason is here with the opening round of the high school playoffs. South Central Calhoun is eyeing a deep postseason run in 1A, and Cardinal is out to snap a lengthy losing streak. That and more on the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Swable, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the quality and efficient care you need. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership. Hancock County Health System.
Test, 1, 2, test.
As the high school playoffs begin, most of the teams ranked in the Radio Iowa poll have a first-round bye. There are a few exceptions, including in Class 1A, where 7th-ranked South Central Calhoun hosts Sioux Central. The Titans' only setback was a Week 5, 32-23 loss to number 3 Southeast Valley. Senior quarterback,
Yeah, I definitely think it's a really way
The game starts. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Our first regular season game, I think we had a 31 winning streak until the regular season, so that was definitely helpful for us, and I think it helped us in practice.
The other ranked teams in action in Class 1A, 6th-ranked Underwood is at home against West Central Valley. Number 8, Emmitsburg, hosts Willow Grove. Also in 1A, a lengthy streak will be on the line when Cardinal of Eldon visits Pekin. Lee Muntz has a preview.
Due to COVID-19 issues, Pekin had to cancel the regular season home game against Cardinal. But thanks to the expanded playoffs, the longtime rivals will meet at Pekin 7 o'clock Friday night. The last Cardinal win in the series was 1971, and their coach Landon Miller talks about trying to change that.
The first thing is just believing that we can. When you haven't beat, a great program, well coached, great kids.
Test 1, 2.
First thing you start with is just the kids' belief. And this week they've shown a lot of energy in practice. They've been excited. I think we're getting over that part of it.
Pekin coach Bud Blakely expects a challenge to keep the streak going.
One thing Cardinal does really well is spread the field and make sure you're accounted for all over the place. And we have to be very disciplined, play assignment football. They've got some pretty special athletes that can hurt you in a hurry. And we have to be mindful of where they're at all times and make sure we're, doing our job. And with that being said, we have to keep the football in front of us. We may have to give a little bit, but we just kind of use that bend, don't break philosophy.
The winner will visit Sigourney Kid in the second round next Friday. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report from Fairfield, I'm Lee Muntz.
New Hartford coach Don Betts feels his team is playing its best football heading into the playoffs. After opening 1-2, the Wolverines take a 5-2 record into a 1A game tonight against Jessup.
If you look at our team then and you look at our team now, the amount of improvement in this team has been phenomenal. These kids have bought into the idea that if we just hang in there together, if we just keep working, we're going to get better.
Class 2A tonight, Algona is at home to play Cherokee. Brian Wilson reports.
Algona comes in with a record of 3-3, having missed week number 6 of the regular season. Bulldog head coach Andy Jacobson says his squad will have to be ready for the challenges that Cherokee will throw at them.
Certainly they do some things that are challenging, and it's another great opportunity to learn, grow, and improve, and it's just this time in a playoff environment.
Cherokee comes in at 1-3, having missed weeks 4, 5, and 6 of the regular season. Head coach Tony Gunter says his team was happy to be back on the field last week, but they're hoping for a little bit better performance this time around.
Missing all that practice has really hurt us. We did manage to get to Esterville, but we weren't physically or mentally prepared for that game, and as you know, they're a pretty good football team, so we paid the price. But hopefully a full week of practice this week and come in a little better prepared.
The winner moves on to play either Esterville, Lincoln Central, or Okoboji next week in round number 2. Reporting from Algona, Brian Wilson for the Scouting Report.
There is one ranked team in action tonight in Class 2A. It's 10th ranked Mount Vernon playing host to Vinton-Shellsburg. The rest of round 1 is next on the Scouting Report. Who is a Bex player with heart?
Growing up on the farm, you got to get stuff done. I have to get the job done there.
The team effort in football, it really couldn't be done by just a few people. You need every single person.
Bex is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school and in the ag industry. Nominate a player today. Go to brownfieldagnews.com and search Player with Heart. Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
Farmers at heart. At Beck's, that's who we are. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. Today, we're proud to serve a dedicated community of farmers in Iowa. To us, helping farmers succeed means so much more than just being a great seed supplier. Our family of employees and dealers are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. We love what we do. We are and will remain farmers at heart.
Class A top-ranked Grundy Center will wait and watch the opening round of the playoffs. The Spartans have a bye after capping off a 7-0 regular season with a 42-0 win over number 10 Belle Plaine. It was their third straight shutout and the 5th of the season.
The first week of the season against Panorama was a challenge for us. They played offense, spread, throw the ball over the yard. And then in Glendale Solly, we gave up 14 points, and just incredible effort by our kids and assistant coaches to be able to string them and shut us together.
That's Grundy Center coach Travis Zajac. The Spartans face the winner of tonight's game between Ogden and BCLUW. Among the ranked teams in Class A in action tonight is 5th ranked and defending champ West Hancock, which is at home against Northwest Webster. Also in Class A, Alta Aurelia is at home to take on Lamar's Galen. Ryan Thompson has a preview.
Alta Aurelia has been battle-tested, having played a pair of non-district opponents from Class 2A, including unbeaten Central Lion George Little Rock. The Warriors also had a very strong West Hancock team in their district. Galen coach Jeremy Schindler is preparing for a multifaceted Alta Aurelia offense.
They got a little bit of wishbone, but then they do spread it out a little bit. And when you're in the wishbone, you got to stop the run. They do have a couple nice play action plays off of that. So obviously we have to be physical at the point of attack and be able to stop their running game.
Altarelia quarterback Cade Rohr has accounted for over 900 yards and 12 touchdowns. Rohr, Preston McCoy, and Levi Sleezer have combined for nearly 1,100 rushing yards. Altarelia coach Chris Reinert will have to contend with Galen's big offensive line that has helped leading rusher Dylan Lehman average nearly 8.5 yards per carry.
They have some big bodies up front. They're the running backs run hard. Quarterback is good when he decides to throw. He will not run much, but he'll use his running backs, his fullback and his tailback, and they like to play action.
Altarelia is 4-3, Galen 2-4. For the scouting report from Storm Lake, I'm Ryan Thompson.
In 8-player, winners of 3 straight are Weavas on the road to battle Kingsley Pearson. J.J. Johnson reports.
Here's what both head coaches had to say about this one, starting off with our Weavas, Chris Peterson.
Really a team we're pretty familiar with. In the 7 years I've been here, now this will be the 5th time we've played them. So, we've been in their district pretty much every year that I've been here. Played them last year to a 2-score game. We were very young last year. They've got a lot of returners, too. And so, they're a pretty balanced team. I think they've rushed for collectively about 1,400 and thrown for 800. So we know that we're going to have to be on our game in all facets.
And now Jeff Olson for Kingsley Pearson.
We need to take care of the football, control the field position game, and then capitalize on the opportunities when we have them to make plays, both offensively and then defensively, to force turnovers and make those tackles and those plays when we have the chance to limit their big play opportunities. Should be a fun and entertaining game.
Winner of this one will take on the winner of West Bend Mallard and Newell Fonda. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm J.J. Johnson reporting for KDSN Radio in Denison.
Also in the 8-player opening round tonight, top-ranked Don Bosco hosts Garwin GMG. It's Remsen St. Mary's at home against Grettinger Terrell Ruth and Ayrshire. 3rd-ranked Audubon hosts Bedford. 3A, Mount Pleasant opens at home against Benton. Nathan Bleckel has a preview.
Benton finished their regular season with a record of 3-4, but have played one of the strongest schedules in Class 3A, falling to Williamsburg, Clear Creek, Amana, Grinnell, and Cedar Rapids Xavier. The Bobcat offense is paced by junior tailback Lawrence Wallace, who's rushed for 444 yards this season. Quarterback Colin Buke has totaled 7 scores for Benton, which is tops on the team. Meanwhile, after quarantining in Week 5, Mount Pleasant is back to full health, which means the return of senior quarterback Jack Johnson and Nebraska recruit Henry Latovsky, who anchors their offensive line. Mount Pleasant head coach Sean Striegel says the return of those 2 and 4 others along the offensive line reopened the Panther playbook.
There's just a lot of experience on there, and so there's hardly a call that we can't make or adjustment that we can't make that those guys don't know, and that's really one of the big pieces of why they're so strong, is that mentally they understand the game. They're students of the game, and we're excited to see what they might do now that they've had some time off to heal a little bit and feel good, and we'll see what they can do.
For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Nathan Bleckel.
3A ranked teams in action tonight. 6th-ranked Lewis Central hosts Creston. It's number 7 West Delaware at home against Waterloo East, while number 9 Ballard pays a visit to Boone. This season, Bex is recognizing student athletes who are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through their community, and in the ag industry. Ellie Voy is the first female to wear a varsity jersey for the tradition-rich Wapsie Valley program, and says she became interested in the sport at a young age.
My brother always played football, and then I started off playing flag football with everybody else. And at the time, there was also a girl football player at Wapsie playing junior high, and so they kind of she led a path for me all the way up, pretty much.
Fairfield's Nick Casca says some of his earliest memories involve the family farm.
I remember there's a picture of me on Dad's brand new tractor when I was probably 3, I would say. And I remember I was wearing bibs, and it was just kind of a cool thing to get to sit on Dad's new tractor and just be around Dad and be around that.
Another Bex player with heart is OABCIG's Colton Knopp, who plans to own and operate his own cattle operation, an interest he traces to his grandparents.
My grandpa was kind of the backbone of that deal, of helping us find it and helping us get it tamed and trained right and teaching us how to take care of it and everything. And they've just been a huge support system through the athletics and through the cattle
cattle business, and it's just we're grateful for them because they've been over the top to help us kids out with everything.
Trey Leto of Woodward Granger says his interest in farming began while helping his father with their swine operation.
From a young age, he's had us out there doing chores, just completing different aspects of the farm, and I've grown attached to just being around hogs, showing pigs, going to shows, selling, every aspect of the swine world that I've grown to love.
Next, players with heart. College football's next on the Scouting Report.
This is Dawn Heatland, physical therapist at Hancock County Health System. Are you looking for a way to rehabilitate that nagging injury? Or maybe you need to reteach your body and mind to do the things you used to do with ease. Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, IHSAA will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Waldorf will be out to avenge a loss to Valley City State University tomorrow. The Warriors are 4-1. They've won 3 straight since a Week 2 17-16 loss at Valley City State. Waldorf coach Will Finley says a key will be converting more drives into touchdowns. The Warriors scored 1 touchdown and settled for 3 Slater Gifford field goals in the opening meeting.
And the other thing that we talk about a lot was field position. Their offense was starting, on average around the 40-yard line, and we were backed up within our own 20 or even less than that in our own 10. And penalties really hurt us that game as well. Those two things stick out, but the settling for field goals, if we're down there, we got to get a touchdown.
Also in college football action tomorrow in the Heart of America Conference, Grandview hosts Culver Stockton. It's Clark visiting Peru State. Graceland is at home against William Penn. And in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, Morningside is on the road at Jamestown. It'll be Northwestern hosting Concordia. Dordt is at home against Doane. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm Todd Kiel.
All right, it's now time for West Hancock football on BU103. We're going to head to Kevin Wilson and Jay Hiscock's pregame show right after this.
Are you looking for your first EasyGo golf car? How about upgrading to something newer and customized?
Let us help with our 0% financing. Buy a new or pre-owned EasyGo golf car now with a down payment and make payments at 0% interest till April 15th, 2021. Free winter storage. Pick up your golf car in the spring and make your final payment, or alternative financing will be available.
Stop in for details today at Miller & Sons EasyGo Golf Cars, half mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
All right, welcome everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Miller & Sons pregame show. Tonight it's Manson and Northwest Webster versus West Hancock. Take 2 as the postseason football begins. I am Kevin Wilson alongside the professor Jay Hiscock. Jay, it's a perfect evening for football.
Football weather, and the playoffs have started in Week 8, and you mentioned it earlier. First time ever that every team in the state of Iowa is going to have the chance to play in a postseason football game.
We're a part of history.
And I don't know. I was going to check today to see if any games were canceled.
I'm not aware of any.
There was a 4A game that I believe may have been postponed, or, well, I guess not postponed now.
Do they play tonight at all? I thought they were.
Was it a 4A game or a 3A game? I'll have to look it up, Kevin, but there was a tweet that was sent out today about a game that was not going to be played. So regardless, in Class A, I believe everyone's playing. There was one team that in doing my little preparation that hadn't played since September 18th.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, tonight in the pregame show, we're going to do a little bit different format. If you're a faithful listener and you listen every week, we always talk about the opponent. We talk about our team, what to expect from each team. Tonight we're going to do a little bit different. Since we're playing an opponent we played last week, we are going to jump right in, and we're going to analyze each of the 16 pods in Class A. Jay took 8, I took 8, and we're just going to talk about them and go through each one and get you familiar with what's happening out there in each one of the pods. So we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back from that, we'll jump right into that. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, This is Dr. Bree. We here at Mallers Reed and Tessine Dental have a new name. Same caring team offering the same dental care. We see patients beginning at age 1, providing complete dental care from pediatric preventative through the developing orthodontic stage. Trust those little smiles with Mallers Reed and Tessine Dental in Garner. Learn more at garnerdental.com.
The Boykin Insurance Agency has provided insurance solutions to our area communities for over 90 years. Let your trusted choice independent insurance agents, Jeff, Marcia, Tom, Angie, and Hannah, protect what matters to you. Your farm, crops, health, vehicle, home, and anything else that's important to you. Visit your Boykin Insurance Agency today at TSC Bank locations in Titanca, Forest City, and Thompson.
All right, welcome back. And as promised, we'll begin our breakdown of each pod in the Class A playoff field. And we're going to start right off with Pod 1. In the first game tonight on the agenda in Pod 1 is Westwood Sloan. They're 2-4, and they're at South O'Brien 4-3. Last year, South O'Brien came here. Eagles fans will remember for a playoff game. I believe it was right before the semifinals. Eagles won that game and went on to go to the Dome and, of course, win the state championship. This contest this year, Westwood Sloan and South O'Brien. South O'Brien's favored. These two teams rely heavily on a rushing attack. South O'Brien has the 7th best defensive average in Class A. They're giving up 12 points a game. And then they only have one win against a team over 500, and that was Hartley Melvin Sanborn. Another team we'll talk about here in just a few minutes. Their only district loss was to Lawton Bronson. And Westwood Sloan's stats closely mirror South O'Brien's, but they have not produced the wins in doing so. So the other side of that pod is Akron, Westfield, and Ridgeview. And Akron Westfield comes into that game 2-5. Ridgeview comes in at 4-2. And Ridgeview is a heavy favorite in this one. They dropped their season opener, got smacked pretty good by OABCIG, the number 1 team in 2A. And they got beat 49-0 in that first game, but they've taken care of everyone else on their schedule except IKM Manning, and Jay will talk about that a little bit later with IKM. That's a game that on paper Ridgeview probably should have won. Akron Westfield has struggled to find the win column this year, but their quarterback, Cade Walkingstick, and the Eagle fans will remember that name. There was a walking stick in there a couple years ago from when we played over at Akron. He is 5th in Class A in all-purpose yards. He has 1,557 yards from his quarterback position. So, and then in Pod 2, we have Marcus Meriden, Cleghorn, Remsen Union,
MMCRU.
M-Crew, yep.
The Crew.
Yes, right. They're 1-6, and they're at Hartley Melvin Sanborn, and they are 5-2. This is a rematch of a regular season game, and in that first game, HMS won that one 62-0. Their only loss is to South O'Brien in the district. They dropped a non-district contest to Sibley O'Cheaton by a point during the early season. They've amassed over 2,000 yards on the ground, and they have the 10th best offense and the 6th best defense in Class A. Marcus or Meriden, they won their first game in 3 years when they won a game versus Maple Valley, Anton Othel, and Carter Oak Ute. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue on with pod number 2. This is West Hancock Football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Give your home a new look from Instep Flooring of Kanawha. They sell and install top brands of carpet, ceramic, hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl materials for your home or business. Support local and visit Instep Flooring today in Kanawha or call 641-762-3688.
right, welcome back to Miller & Sons pregame show. Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt, your easy-go headquarters for golf car sales, service, finance, and leasing. They also sell Cushman haulers and Aluma trailers. That's Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars in Britt. Check out their inventory at millergolfcars.com or visit them just south of Britt on James Avenue. We'll continue on with our analysis of the pod. The rest of pod 2 is Geelan Catholic. They're 2-4 at Alta Aurelia, and they're 4-3. We're familiar with Alta. As we played them a couple of weeks ago. Geelan Catholic has had some troubles this year being able to get all their games in due to the COVID issues. They did pick up a game with Belmont Clemmy a couple of weeks ago. I think that was actually while we were at Alta, and that was a good game. BC Moore, if you follow him at all, has the Warriors as slight favorites in this one. But if I were making a bet, I would maybe take Alta Aurelia in a big way over that one. Pod 3, Manson, Northwest Webster, and West Hancock. That's the one you're about to see here. We won't talk much about that. The other side of our pod is Madrid. They're 2-3, and they're playing at Fort Dodge St. Edmund tonight. That's 5-2. Madrid is the home of a couple of former Eagles, Steve Perkins and Justin Johnson. They've had 2 games canceled during the regular season. Albert City, Adair Casey Guthrie Center and Croydon Wayne had to cancel their games with Madrid during the season. 2 of them losses come at the hands of larger districts in South Hamilton and Woodward Granger. So moving on to pod 4 is Grindy Center. They got a bye. They're the number 1 team in the class. We don't need much background of them, except I will say the quarterback Logan Canuck has 10 touchdowns in the air and 9 on the ground. Zach Opheim has 1,200 yards rushing and 18 touchdowns to go along with 10.6 yards per carry. And those 2 are tied for 4th in total touchdowns. Then the Spartans are number 1 in scoring offense and defense, scoring 43 and giving up 4 per game. Other side of that pod is BCL UW. They're 1-6 and they're playing at Ogden 3-2. Ogden should roll on this one. They've got, interestingly enough, have 2 players, Caden and Colby Mormon, one a senior, the other a sophomore, and they account for all but 140 yards of their offense. And they put up 741 yards of offense during the season, and all of it was by 2 players.
Keep going, Kevin. I'm just making a sound adjustment here.
Okay, and then in pod 5, it's number 2, St. Ansgar. They got a bye. That's the usual St. Ansgar team that we're used to seeing. They rely heavily on their rushing attack. As a team, they are 3rd in rushing touchdowns in the class. They had a tight one last week versus Lake Mills. Ryan Cole, 671 all-purpose yards, rank him 1st in the class, and he ranks 4th in rushing with 1,170 yards. And then the other side of that bracket is North Union at West Fork. West Fork should win that one, but North Union, feisty team, could put up a good game against West Fork. Caden Ames has 21 touchdowns this season for West Fork. That's good for 2nd. 15 of those have come through the air, which ranks him the 3rd best in Class A, and he's 4th in all-purpose yards. Moving over to pod 6, Nashua Plainfield is 1-6. They're playing at South Winneshiek, and they're 6-1. South Winneshiek's only loss came to MFL in week number 6. And then if you follow Class A football at all, you know that the quarterback for Southwind, Jacob Harold, is one of the better passers. Last season was he amassed over 2,500 yards. This year he only has 1,000 yards of offense to his credit, but they've switched their offenses around a little bit, and the team still has 2,200, but he had 2,500 alone last year. Other side of that bracket's Bishop Garrigan and Lake Mills. Up at Lake Mills. And then in pod 7, Starmont is at Wapsie Valley. Wapsie Valley 6-1, ranked number 7. This is a rematch of a regular season contest. Wapsie won that one 21-8. And then the Warriors squeaked out a 1-point victory over South Winneshiek. So that was a 3-way tie in that district. North Butler plays at Newman Catholic on the other side of that one. Newman Catholic will be favored in that one. And then in pod 8, it has Edco with a bye. Edco is a regular season, had a lot of success the last couple of years, but they've not been able to sustain that in the postseason. Some of that's been to key injuries that have happened as they entered it. But this year, they finished the regular season unscathed. They're 7-0 against a schedule that ranked 50 of 59th, according to the BC Moore rankings. And that earned them a first-round bye. Their quarterback, Parker Rockford, has 879 yards passing and 9 touchdowns. And they've just over 1,000 yards rushing amongst a bunch of players this year individually. And then the backside of that bracket's North Lynn at Guttenberg, Clayton Ridge, both teams 2-5 in that one. So we are about 2 minutes away from kickoff here. We'll give a quick break, and we'll finish up the pods here as we can, as we're just about ready for action here. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Congratulations, Eagles, on an outstanding season. Good luck in the postseason from your locally owned IHSAA State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Ask Jay how you can drive safe and save up to 50% off your car insurance. Call 843-3563 for a free quote today.
All right, welcome back, and as we come back, we are ready for a kickoff.
Ready to roll, Kevin.
We are ready to roll. So we'll get the rest of those pods in there for you as we go along here, as we are ready for Manson Northwest Webster ×2 here. And Ben Martinez set to kick off for West Hancock. And here's the run-up, and it's an high end over end, taking it about the 20-yard line by, I believe it's Bianchi. And he takes it up over the 25 to about the 27-yard line, where they'll start 1st and 10.
Well, at least the Eagles last week when we played Manson Northwest Webster, the only mistake they made was Manson Northwestern kicked off, and we were not able to cover up the opening kickoff, and they stole a possession from us, which didn't hurt much, but it's deja vu, Kevin. But this time it's win or go home. So exciting times. Playoff season is here, and it feels like playoff weather. I know we're a couple weeks earlier than normal, but it feels like playoff weather.
And the Cougars come out 2-by-2. Kenyon in the pistol formation. He looks out to his right. Now he's looking left, and he fires as he's hit, and it falls incomplete. Falls at the feet of Briar Subject.
2nd down and 10.
Good pressure there by Tanner Thompson and company, force an incomplete pass. And last week, Manson Northwest Webster, not a ton of success offensively, but they did have some success throwing short out routes, and then they caught us on a couple in the screen game a couple times, Kevin, with some nice plays and some nicely timed calls as far as when the coach called that screenplay. So we'll see if we see more of that this week.
2-by-2 again for the Cougars. Looking out to his right and throwing as he gets hit, and he overthrew everyone.
Pass is incomplete.
Braden Watt stuck a hand up, tried to knock it down, but it was well over his head, and that'll fall incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Ben Martinez in with the pressure there from his defensive tackle spot, forced the errant pass. And one thing last week that we didn't talk a ton about after the game was kind of a quick post-game as we were trying to get out of there fairly quick. They ran for negative yards total in the game. For them to have any shot of success in this one, they're going to have to get something going on the ground. And we've talked about it all year long with this Eagle defense. We've done a terrific job of making offenses one-dimensional, primarily taking away teams' running games.
So they come out again 2-by-2, and the ball's on the ground. Fumbled the snap, and
well,
Kevin.
We recovered. Some foreshadowing there, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Osborne
with the fumble recovery. And Kevin, we'll get to these pod previews, pods 9 through 16. I'll kind of sprinkle them in as we move through possessions, and we'll get to some over at halftime. And again, thanks to Chase Eisman. He'll be updating us with scores all across the state tonight in Class A, and then the area teams that are involved in the playoffs as well.
When the Eagles come out, give it Cole Kelly off the left side. He's stopped up at the line of scrimmage after a short gain, maybe a yard or two.
One game, Kevin.
2nd and 9.
One of the biggest mismatches, according to BC Moore, Postville is at MFL Marmac tonight. MFL Marmac was a game away from the Dome last year. They lost to Grundy Center in the quarters. Big favorite tonight over Postville, as Postville's only scored 12 points all season long.
And the Eagles come out, and they give it to Matthew Francis, and he's got the corner. He's into the secondary, and he's inside the 5, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Matthew Francis.
Francis gets on the board early, but there is a flag back at about, is that at about the 12-yard line, Kevin. So hold that thought.
Yeah.
Looks like the Eagles are going to be coming back. Nice run, nice finish there by Francis when he got to about the 10-yard line. It was all him, willpower and physicality to get to the end zone, but going to come back.
Well, while we've got a quick break here, I'm going to tell you, Eagles fans, remember to get registered for the Britt Food Center Sack of the Game. Stop in at the Britt Food Center every Friday night during the football season every Friday between 8 and 4:30 and get yourself registered. And if the Eagles record a sack, you will be the winner of a bag of groceries compliments to the Britt Food Center as Cole Kelly takes it off the right side down to about the 16-yard line.
Gain of about 8 or 9, 8-ish for Cole Kelly.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2 for West Hancock.
3rd and short for West Hancock, of course, in 4-down territory here. So stay away from the negative play, and you should be moving the sticks and setting up your first score of the playoffs here.
Eagles with the wing to the right. They give it to Cole Kelly straight
Touchdown.
ahead. And Cole couldn't get out of that last death grip from the defender, and he is brought down right at the 5-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for West Hancock.
From the 5 for West Hancock.
So again, that's the Britt Food Center. You want to register for a sack of the game, and if they record a quarterback sack tonight, you'll be the lucky recipient of a bag of groceries. Eagles come out full house backfield, give it to Cole Kelly right side, and he dances into the end zone for the touchdown. With 10:59 to go in the first period.
Cole Kelly's 25th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles are on the board 6-0 here in round 1 of the playoffs over Manson Northwest Webster from Calhoun County. Partially Calhoun County.
You had to listen in last week to get that reference. And we're going to have a penalty on West Hancock with legal participation, 12 men in the huddle, and that'll back them up 5 yards.
Stretch that leg out, Benny. Now
had one too many guys in there.
Yeah.
A little confusion.
Lake Mills up early. They scored on their first drive. They lead Garrigan 8-0.
So Ben Martinez on to attempt the point after. Standing, you'll kick it from about his 14-yard line. And it's up. Plenty of leg. It's good.
Good.
West Hancock leads this one. 10:59 to go in the first period. West Hancock 7-0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Britt Food Center is our locally owned hometown grocery store featuring the best cuts of quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Check out our weekly specials at BrittFoodCenter.com. Jackie, myself, and our staff at Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Hi, I'm Dave Drossley.
So are you going to change
Stellar
the trivia
Industries.
question to
Stellar
before
reflects
the
the
first
values
quarter?
of small town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee-owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHB Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
The Flower Cart and Britt, we are committed to beautifying the lives of children and supporting their education. Please remember the Flower Cart when your son or daughter needs flowers or gifts for their special events. The Flower Cart, across from the elementary school in Britt. Go Eagles!
All right, as we come back, Ben Martinez is on the run-up, and he kicks this one, and it's going to end over in, and it's going to be taken at about the 16-yard line by
22,
Tate Bianchi, and he's going to take it up over the 30, 35 to 40, and be brought down just beyond the 40-yard line, and they'll start there 1st and 10. 10:51 to go. Best field position so far for the Cougars on the evening.
Yeah, nice return by Bianchi, following his blockers on the far sideline. Was able to find a seam and get up past the 40-yard line. So good field, or right at the 40-yard line. Good field position here on their second drive for the Cougars.
And they break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Pistol formation for Sean Kenyon. And he drops straight back, looks out, fires.
Oh, go get that,
and
Case.
He's going to be intercepted by Barnes. Barnes up over the 20, 25, and he's brought down at the 27-yard line.
Interception by number 4.
Good job by Case and Barnes, just playing center field, locating the ball early as he's dropping deep into coverage and able to make a play on it, come down with the football. And Kevin, if he's able to break that tackle, he's got a lot of green grass and blockers that were lined up here on the near side, as we may have seen potentially were able to see a pick six there. But good job by Barnes. Get a possession back for this West Hancock offense and get rolling again here in this one.
So the Eagles break the huddle. Wing to the right is Zool. Kelly and Francis in the backfield. They give it to Kelly.
See ya.
He's got one man to beat, and it's a foot race now as he's over the midfield stripe. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cole Kelly. No flags.
No flags. 73 yards unofficially, Kevin, as Cole Kelly was not touched. Give credit to that offensive line. That was a big hole for Cole Kelly, and he knew what to do with it as he came out of that like a rocket into the second level, and then he was gone, showing he's not just a big bruiser of a back. He's got some home run potential as well, and that time he knocked it out of the park. 73-yard touchdown run for Cole Kelly.
And the Eagles are scoring every 30 seconds, Jay.
That's a good ratio, Kevin.
So Martinez on for the point after. And the kick is up, and it is good. So West Hancock with 10:30 to go in the first period leads 14-0 over Manson Northwest Webster. This is West Hancock playoff football in the home of the Eagles, B103.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Britt, your fall headquarters for home essentials, Valspar paint, tools, WeatherTech products, and building materials. Shop online at swensons.doitbest.com or stop in and register to win one of two $500 shopping sprees. Do It Best this fall at Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Britt, serving North Iowa for over 40 years.
First Citizens Bank in Kanawha is proud to support West Hancock sports. FCB invites you to open and fund a new spending or savings account online from the comfort of your own home. Visit myfcb.bank today to learn more. Good luck, West Hancock Eagles, from First Citizens Bank in Kanawha, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. Eagles with 10:29 to go in the first period.
Back team for Manson Northwest Webster.
Lead 14-0 over Manson Northwest Webster. Set to kick off again, once again, for the Eagles. Ben Martinez, and deep for the Cougars are Bianchi and Kale Collins. And this time it's going to be Collins, I believe, as he takes it up over the 20-25 and slips down now just out of it. And then he's taken down at about the 27-yard line.
Matthew Francis with the hit stick on the special teams play, and man, this game has started out to be like if you or I were going to box Mike Tyson early, and all of a sudden you're on the ground and you're waking up wondering what country you're in. Is 14-0 early and quick for West Hancock. Interception, and then one play later, 73 yards to the house for Cole Kelly.
Back when Mike was in, I'll tell you a funny story later about Mike Tyson and me.
And you,
yeah,
oh gosh.
Okay, yeah. No.
Got me on my edge of my seat here. Hope I don't fall off, Kevin.
You won't. It's more like, as it's a straightforward run. This time it was Ian Kinnan on the tackle. Justin Osborne in on the stop, a gain of about a yard. Going to bring up second down and 9 and 10 minutes to go here in the period.
Second down and 9.
Well, we may be going to these Mike Tyson stories early on in this one, the way this is going, Kevin. So get the B-reel lined up.
Well, I always had that question out there. Would you get in the ring with Mike Tyson for $1 million? I said, sure, but he's going to hit me in the back of the head because I'm going to be running away from him. 2 by 2 are the Cougars. Kenyon in the pistol formation. And he slings it out there to the flat and in and out of the hands of his receiver, and that was intended for number 8. Or, excuse me, what did...
It looked like a number 8, but number 8 was throwing the ball, Kevin.
Yeah, I think it was number 6, actually.
Good throw there by Kenyon. Set up. Good time, quick throw. Timing was good, just didn't execute as far as making the catch, and going to be a 3rd and long.
Ethan Egley with the attempt on that one.
So right now Kenyon is 0 for 5 with an interception.
3rd and 9, 2 by 2, pistol formation.
Got space here on the near side.
And he's looking out to this side. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run, pull it down, and runs to the near sideline. Matthew Francis and a convocation of Eagles led by Cole Kelly, John Martinez, bring him down just over the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down, and they will bring on the punt team. But 9:22 to go. Eagles leading 14-0 over the Cougars of Manson Northwest Webster in first-round playoff action.
I think that defensive line pressure early in this game has kind of got into Kenyon's head because he had a couple of receivers. If you just stuck with sticking in the pocket and stepping up in the pocket, he had a couple of receivers that were breaking open here on the near side and a lot of green grass, but he elected to pull it down and try to pick it up himself with his feet. Not able to do it. Bring up a punt here for the Cougars. And who's our punter?
Carson Bauer. Oh, punt return is Zool and
Bewalk.
Yep. And here's the punt. It's a good one. Nice high end-over-end punt. And Walk takes a fair catch signals fair catch at the 32-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will take over. 1st and 10.
I'm going to give
8:37 to go.
Give you one more pot update, and then we'll do the rest of them at halftime, Kevin.
Sure.
East Buchanan 2-5. They're at 3-2 Bellevue tonight. That's a rematch from last week in which Bellevue won 41-22. It was a tight game at the half. Bellevue opened it up in the third quarter. Winner of this game will likely travel to play MFL, and they'll need to pull off the upset to advance to Week 16 as MFL Marmac got to be the heavy favorite in pod number 9.
And the Eagles break the huddle. Ben Martinez is wing to the right. Francis and Kelly in the backfield. They give it to Francis. And Francis into the secondary with one man to beat. He's over the 50, 40, 35, dancing in and out of traffic. Over the 30,
Matthew.
25.
Go,
20,
Matthew.
And brought down at the 16-yard line of the Cougars. A big gain from the 32 down to the 16. And Jay's doing math over here. He's got his shoes off.
I am doing math here.
And it's from the 32, Jay. So 32 down to the...
So 18 plus 34, Kevin, is quick math, 52-yard run for...
53 because they marked it on the 50.
53-yard run for Matthew Francis. Great job by Matthew and that offensive line.
So the Eagles come out now with the wing to the left, Barnes in a stand-up position. On the left side, they give it to Kane Zool. He tries to get outside, and he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. As he couldn't get out from the way of his block, or his blocker couldn't get out of his way.
And it was mostly in part because of big number 34 and number 70 on the right side of that defensive line for the Cougars. 34 is Brody Anderson. He goes 6'3", 200 pounds. And number 70, Sean Peters, he goes 6'2", 260. They both did a good job of getting some penetration and kind of messing with the timing of that play.
Wing to the right now for the Eagles. Barnes under center, turns, gives it to Cole Kelly. He runs straight ahead off the right side, and he's just bulldozing his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cole Kelly in for the touchdown.
And that's it from the 17-yard line. So 17-yard touchdown run for Cole Kelly, and he just put his head down and run people over all the way to the end zone.
He just bulldozed some people on his way to the end zone from about the 7-yard line. He just got him on skates, and he was pushing them towards Kanawha on his way to the end zone. Cole Kelly's 27th touchdown of the season. Man, he racks them up quick.
Here's a snap. Hold is good. Kick is blocked. This time it's come in from the side.
That was Brody Anderson, the big D lineman we were just talking about.
Yep.
Good-sized kid. Extended and blocked the kick.
So it's West Hancock 20 and Northwest Webster 0 with 7:31 to go. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Bauckham Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 50 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and Shivers drying equipment. Bauckham Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Game on at the Britt Barn Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late-night entertainment. Britt Barn Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
Back to return for the Cougars, be number 221, Cale Collins, and number 22.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to West Hancock football here on B103. Eagles lead 20-0. 7:31 to go, first period. Ben Martinez set to kick off after the Cole Kelly touchdown. Here's the run up. The kick is end over end. It's going to be taken at the 18-yard line by Tate Bianchi. And he's going to go to the right side. He's got a corner, and he's out of bounds or driven down in just over the 40, and they'll start again in good field position.
How about a couple early playoff score updates, Kevin?
Sure, why not?
In Class A, Lake Mills leads 15-0, and Algona, they lead Cherokee 14-0 in Class 2A. And in 1A, it's Applington Parkersburg leading Osage Early 7-0.
So the Cougars come out of the huddle, and they have trips to the left, empty to the right. And here's the snap. And he's going to be sacked. There's your first Britt Food Center sack of the game as he went back slowly. And
Chase Croneman in on the sack, and who's he going to feed, Kevin?
He's going to feed Leela Friesman. Leela Friesman, first recipient of a bag of groceries, compliments of Chase Croneman and the Britt Food Center. So congratulations, Leela. Once again, sign up every Friday from 8 to 4:30 at the Britt Food Center. And when that happens, then you can win a bag of groceries.
That time it was Chase blitzing from his middle linebacker position.
Single receiver to the right, 3 to the left for the Cougars. Pistol formation. Kenyon fires one out here, and that one's partially tipped at the line of scrimmage. And someone got up there and got a hand on it.
Justin Osborne with a big hit right when quarterback Kenyon was releasing the ball, sent that ball sailing, and Osborne just about came up with the second Britt Food Center sack of the game. Another score update for you, Kevin. This one affects us, as we will likely play this team the way our game's going. Madrid leads St. Ed's 7-0 early in that one.
All right. So 2-by-2 are the Cougars once again. Kenyon in the pistol formation, drops straight back. He's got a big rush. It's a screen, and it's complete over the middle. And back to near the original line of scrimmage is number 4. That's Braden Joel. Braden Joel did not play against us last week as he was hobbled.
He's been battling an MCL injury, Kevin, and that time able to pick up a positive gain, but going to be another punt
so he'll
for
be
West Hancock.
4th down and 11, and back to punt will be Carson Bauer. Standing on their own 23-yard line are Walk and Zool. This one's going to be
monster
Walk.
Punt. Wow.
Yeah, nice punt. Walk takes it at the 10, gets it out of one tackle. That's up over the 15. Now he's got to run to the near sideline.
Uh-oh.
Lots of running and short distance traveled as he's brought down about the 18.
Walk on the return.
Weaving in and out, just wasn't able to catch the block that he needed. And
Eagles will take over on their own 19-yard line.
Cougars were coming in hot and fast there.
Covered that one well, they did.
Monster punt there by Manson Northwest Webster. So the Cougars right now are sitting at net 0 yards, Kevin, offensively. I got them for -6 on the ground and 6 through the air.
So 1st and 10 for West Hancock from their own 20-yard line. Trips to the right for Barnes. He pitches it out to Cole Kelly. Cole's got the corner. He's up over the 25 to the 30 and brought down at about the 33-yard line. And that'll be a first down for West Hancock. 5:39 to go in the first period. West Hancock leads 20-0 over the Cougars of Manson Northwest Webster.
It was the first time in 3 carries that Cole hasn't scored a touchdown, Kevin. What's wrong? 13-yard gain for Kelly puts him up to 135 on 7 carries so far tonight.
Cole alone in the backfield as they have trips to the left. They give it to Cole again, and this time
Good
he
luck.
just runs over people, and he's going to take it to the house. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cole Kelly. No flags. So he takes it in from 33 yards out.
I hate there's times where when you see Cole Kelly getting into the backfield against some of these guys in the secondary, it's just a different level of athlete and physicalness, and that time 67 yards to the house. Cole's 4th touchdown of the night. He's over 200 yards already in this one and 4 touchdowns, and the Eagles taking care of business early in this one. Holy smokes, what else can we say about that kid?
I don't know, he looks tired on the sideline right now, though. As the Eagles will have Min Martinez come on to kick the point after 5:22 to go in first period. Here's the snap, holds good, kicks up, kick is good. It's West Hancock 27, Manson Northwest Webster 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Josiah Eccles. I'm Dylan Eccles. I'm Caleb Eccles.
And I'm Levi Eccles, and we are proud to have played football for Coach Sanger and the West Hancock Eagles.
Stay warm at the football games with West Hancock apparel and outerwear from the Cobbler Shop in Britt.
From all of us at the Cobbler Shop, go Eagles!
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
All right, welcome back. Once again, 5:22 to go, first period. West Hancock leads 27-0 over the Cougars of Madison Northwest Webster. And officials taking a little extra time here. And while they're doing that, I will bring up once again the Sanger Legacy Fund and the sanitation breaks that we're doing here. Dan Kroll, as you are well aware, raised $10,000 for Sanger Legacy Fund and the record book creation. Now he's asking for your help to continue that as you go online and make a donation to the Sanger Legacy Fund, and then email Dan at daniel.e.kroll@gmail.com and tell him that you've made your donation, and we'll get your name read on the air. Also going to little PSA here on sportsmanship. The Iowa High School Athletic Association would like to take this opportunity to remind you that sportsmanship starts with you. Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, schools, and to those around you. Good sportsmanship shows character, accountability, and sets a positive example on and off the field. And the Iowa High School Athletic Association thanks you for being a good sport for tonight's game. So Ben Martinez set to kick off for West Hancock once again. And deep are Bianchi and Collins. This Ben's kick is short. It's going to be taken by Bianchi at the 20. He runs right down the middle of the field, now hesitates and stutter steps at the 25, up over the 30, and goes out of bounds about the 35-yard line.
Late hit there.
He stepped out of bounds and was hit, and we're going to have a late hit. That should put him about right at midfield when we're done here, I believe.
Give me a chance to give a couple score updates and a Cole Kelly record-chasing update. GHV leads Clear Lake 6-0. Forest City leads New Hampton 7-0. Lake Mills putting it on Garrigan. They now lead 22-0. Cole Kelly with that last touchdown, his 28th of the season, and we're only in the 8th week of the season. He's now tied Mark Sanger for third all-time in touchdowns in a season with 28. So tied with Mark Sanger, Coach Mark Sanger, with 28 touchdowns in a season.
So the Cougars will start just into West Hancock territory at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. That's after the administration of the penalty. They come out, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And
oh boy, there's a sack.
And there's going to be
ball's
a
out.
fumble.
Oh. So sack, fumble, Martinez with the Britt Food Center sack. And
actually, that was a running play, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, the running back turned the wrong way. Or the quarterback turned the wrong way, or the running back didn't go where he was supposed to, one of the two. And
let's get an official. We'll watch the replay here and see if anybody went out for a pass or if watch the lineman. See what happened here. Watching this replay
here. At any
here.
rate, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for West Hancock.
There's going to be
he was looking for someone to hand the ball off to.
Did you watch their lineman?
Yeah, but he was looking for someone to, I don't know.
Okay.
You call it. You say.
I'm going to say that's a sack, Kevin.
I say it's going to be Carson or Barnes
to walk for
a touchdown as the Eagles put one on the board quickly. Barnes to walk.
35-yard touchdown to Braden Walk as he was wide open. Kason Barnes to Braden Walk with the 35-yard touchdown pass play for West Hancock, and they got it going on tonight. No drive longer than, 3 plays, and the Eagles now lead 33-0 pending the Martinez extra point.
So Ben Martinez will be on for the 5th time tonight. Low snap, and this one Barnes pulls down and tries to throw it out there, and that's going to be incomplete. As the snap was low, and Barnes just decided to try to get something out of nothing, and unsuccessful. So with 4:57 to go, it's West Hancock 33 and the Manson Northwest Webster Cougars 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
McCloskey Appliance for the best quality
Quality, selection, and prices on American-made Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Genair appliances. There's only one name to know, McCluskey Appliance. See them in Mason City or Garner and get free delivery and great service after the sale.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, family-owned and community-minded, with 5 locations in Britt, Canala, Clarion, Belmont, and Dow's. Proudly serving families in north central Iowa for 40 years. Michael Brian and the staff of Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company says good luck area teams in the tournament.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts and service for tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
Number 21, Cale Collins, and number 22, Tate Bianchi.
All right, welcome back. And Jay in the replay booth says that was a sack. So
Britt Food Center's sack number 2
goes to Katrina Peterson. So congratulations, Katrina. And Ben Martinez here to kick off, and it's going to be taken by Bianchi at the 20. He's up over the 25. Now he comes to the near sidelines and up over the 30. Brought down about 34-yard line.
Going to have a face mask there, Kevin. I saw it late, and the ref here on the near sideline just took a little bit to get that flag out of his pocket. And Wes Hancock, what else can you say? I mean, we kind of disappointed we didn't get the bye, and I know we said at the end of the game last week we thought we would get the bye, and then I think the very next day I emailed you in the morning and I said, I don't think we're going to get the bye. I think the association's going to give it to Edco, even though their strength of schedule wasn't the best, but I just figured that they would go by the way of, well, they're undefeated. We'll give it to them and then throw one out west to Lomag. But for West Hancock, one thing about whether or not you got the bye or not, at least you're playing a team that you don't have to do a whole new scouting report for and prepare for it that way, and able to get some good reps, and good to see them be sharp in this game.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right. They hand it off and stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a couple is number 42, and that's Chris Kruger.
And it was Tanner Thompson that got there first by getting through from his defensive tackle position, and then Breyer subject and Chase Croneman able to come in and finish him off. Loss of about 1.5 yards there, and minus 13 yards on the ground for Manson Northwest Webster in this one. Just 6 through the air, Kevin, so not great on the offensive execution side of things for Manson Northwest Webster.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right, pistol formation, back to pass, and complete, in and out of the hands of the first receiver and into the second receiver's hands, and that's complete to number 11, and he's not on our roster, Jay. Okay.
Something.
It's Cade Oberdeen.
Caden Oberdeen.
Actually.
Chase Cronin.
Caden, not Jaden.
Okay.
So there's a Jaden on there, but this was Caden with that one.
So
sometimes when the offense is struggling and you're going up against a really good defense that's making you struggle, like this Eagle defense is, it's good to catch a break, and that time they're able to catch a break as the old throw it off this guy's hands and let it bounce to Overding, and we'll pick up 7 yards, Kevin.
And 3:30 to go, 3rd down and 5. 2 receivers right, Kenyon, and the Eagles jump off sides, and they'll get the first down the easy way.
Good job by Kenyon and company to get him with the hard count. Throwing the ball this much, I'm sure those D linemen are just chomping at the bit to get going in their pass rushing game. And
they're not going to give them the first down.
Just
short. They're going to call it 3rd and short. So
We're going to have 3rd and short for the Cougars.
Chance to pick up their first down of the game and enter Eagle territory for the first time in the game. St. Edmunds and Madrid, Kevin, they're now tied 7-7. North Union leads West Fork 8-0.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Kenyon under center this time. And ball, he tries to get it. Quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got it myself.
Yeah, I don't think he got it there, Kevin. Good job by that Eagle defensive line, especially on the interior. And I just gave the update for Madrid and St. Ed's, who we will play the winner of that game next week.
That'll be a first down.
Madrid now leads 14-7 as they broke that tie. Madrid leads 14-7 over St. Edmund. All kinds of scores to try to keep up on tonight, Kevin.
You're doing a wonderful job.
All the credit to Chase Eisman.
Okay, so 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 2:30 to go here, first period. And they come out with single receiver to the near side, 2 to the right. It's Bianchi and Collins. Kenyon drops straight back to pass on a screen. It's complete to Chris Kruger.
Pick up about 3 there.
Yeah, 3-4 yards on the carry or on the completion. That'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to go here, first period. West Hancock leads 33-0.
Second down and 7 for the Cougars.
Can almost say Cole Kelly leads. Cole leads himself 27-0.
Cole and that offensive line, I'm sure he'd be the first one to credit. Some of those holes he's had to run through tonight have been impressive, but as always, a lot of the times on Cole's long runs, he's finishing them in a physical manner. In the first quarter, he's been able to do that on one of his touchdowns.
Back to pass again and this is going to be a late hit or a targeting call. Roughing the passer, actually.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
So that'll give him a first down.
Not sure about that one, as it looked like it was timed up pretty good, and Eagles doing a good job of putting pressure on the quarterback, and the referee sees it different, going to call a 15-yard flag against West Hancock, and that'll move the chains for the Cougars. Oh, man. No comment on that one, Kevin.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Did you watch that replay?
With 20 from the 22-yard line of West Hancock.
It's a new world when it comes to hitting the quarterback in the last 5 or 6 years.
That it is. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Kenyon in the pistol formation. And he hands it off to Schaefer. And he's going nowhere, as he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage, loss of a couple. And
Kane Zool in on the tackle from his defensive back position. Of course, he missed last week. He was away from the team. And one thing I want to make sure I share the story, my phone call from Jack Fisher that I was telling you about last week about Kane Zool. So at some point tonight, maybe after this play, when we get a moment, I'll tell you the story. Jack Fisher, a longtime athletic director involved with many things in high school football and high school sports throughout the state of Iowa. He called me at the office to not talk insurance. He wanted to tell me his thoughts on Kane Zool, and we'll let the audience hear about that here in a second.
Single receiver left and 3 to the right, and it's Bianchi, and he's brought down almost immediately behind the line of scrimmage. It was either a screen pass or
it looked like it might have been
a double pass.
It looked like they were trying to set up a double pass potentially, because it looked like that was kind of behind the line of scrimmage. So Jack Fisher calls the week before last, and he doesn't want to talk about insurance. He's like, hey, I want to mention to you Kane Zool, and he's watched a lot of football. He goes, he is the best open field tackler I've ever seen in high school football. And someone said because he's a wrestler, and I totally agreed with him. And I said, Jack, we're full of a ton of wrestlers on the football team, and they're great tacklers. And yes, Kane is up there. He is a terrific tackler, especially in the open field.
Single receiver left and 2 to the right, and they fire it out there. It's short and in and out of the hands of Briar subject, and there is a flag.
Flag, Kevin. It was thrown here by the near side official. I'm not sure if we were lined up in the neutral zone, maybe. Was it the sideline official, or were
Actually,
they not?
it was downfield when they threw the flag.
That's what I thought. Ineligible.
Ineligible man downfield, so that'll bring it back. So that'll bring up 4th down also for the Cougars, I believe.
And going back to Kane Zool, he has been terrific in the open field. We've seen him make a bunch of touchdown-saving tackles, or just monster tackles. For his size, he brings a thunder from his defensive back position. One of the many great tacklers.
Penalty was declined by the Eagles, so that'll bring up 4th down. With 2 seconds to go.
There we go.
In the quarter, so they'll get one more play here, and we'll go to the quarter break. 2 by 2. Kenyon in the pistol formation, back to pass, fires over the middle. This one incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
And that'll bring us to the end of the quarter. So at the end of one, it's West Hancock 33, Manson Northwest Webster 0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Good sportsmanship is a part of competition at West
Central
Hancock.
Financial Group of Britt and Kanawha, proud supporters of West Hancock. Rely on your insurance and financial team of Josh, Moni, Christy, and Stacy to take care of your auto, home, health, life, business, or farm insurance needs. Central Financial Group in Britt and Kanawha, where you belong. Visit centralfinancialgroup.com.
All right, welcome back. We start quarter number 2. West Hancock up 33-0 over the Cougars. Manson Northwest Webster, and the Cougars are facing a 4th down and.
We got another. We're gonna have. It's gonna be a 4th and what?
Yeah, they're moving the chains as we speak.
4th and 11 or 12, Kevin, and
they had a whole minute to do that, and they didn't take advantage of it. So.
Couple new score updates. Clear Lake now leads GHB 7-6, and with everybody making the playoffs this year, you're gonna have some very, very lopsided games, especially in this first and second round, like we're seeing tonight. Emmitsburg, they did not get a bye, but they lead Eagle Grove 45-0 as they head into the second quarter. 45-0. The E-Hawks over the Eagles of Eagle Grove.
And I'm not sure, is that rain I see in the, or is that dust?
I think it's just a mist or corn dust in the air. It's hard to tell.
It is.
I don't think it's rain.
I surely don't think so either, but nothing looks wet out there.
The fog.
We're playing in the fog. Speaking of fog, I remember.
Oh, it's first down. That was 4th down.
It was,
First
yes.
and 10. Oh, it's only the second
I
quarter.
wondered about that, but I didn't want to throw myself under the bus. I was going to let you do it. Says they give it to.
See ya. How about a touchdown?
Yeah. How about Ben Martinez? One man to beat over the 30, 25,
he
20.
pulled something.
Oh, and he's in for the touchdown, Ben Martinez, but not without.
72-yard touchdown for Ben Martinez, and you could see him pull up at about the 20, 15-yard line with what looked like some sort of soft tissue muscle injury. Not sure if it was a hamstring, but he was trying to outrun the guy that had the angle, was able to get just enough and then break a tackle, and then just sheer guts to finish that run. 72-yard touchdown run for Ben Martinez. But for Eagle fans, they're hushed right now because Martinez is down in the end zone trying to deal with this injury. Martinez had a big game last week over at Manson Northwest Webster. He had the punt return and a 64-yard touchdown run and a 64-yard punt return touchdown for Martinez, and he's a big part of what we do, especially defensively from his defensive tackle position, and he's shown he's more than capable, especially the last couple weeks here in the running game is Martinez. So I don't know if you want to take a quick break, Kevin.
No, it looks like we're going to continue on. So we'll just keep it right here, and they will look like we'll go for 2 on the extra point now. As they brought the tee off the field as Ben, our kicker, is being assisted back to the bench. So we certainly hope that it's not a serious injury. And on for the 2-point conversion is the Eagle offense. And they'll break the huddle, wing to the left. Barnes under center, turns, gives it off Cole Kelly, right side. He's in for the 2-point conversion.
Kelly in for the 2-point
It's
conversion
West
for the
Hancock
Eagles.
41. Manson Northwest Webster 0 with 11:48 to go before the half. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Levo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
At COM1, we bring you local, superior service and products. From fiber-powered digital HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone. Choose COM1, your local one. Serving Kanawha, Corwith, Clemmy, Britt, Duncan, and Garnet. Friendly service from people you know. Visit COM1net.net today.
The
Titanium Lunchbox in Britta is the fan favorite for homemade pizza, pasta, burgers, subs, and ice cream. Our famous West Hancock Eagles make this their hangout, so you should too. Enjoy everything from a chicken stuffed pretzel to a Greek pizza, even some ranch tossed as an appetizer. For full hours and menu, visit our Facebook page. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt, what's in your lunchbox?
All right, welcome back. And on to do the kicking now with Casey Lamoureux.
Lambert back to kick for the Eagles.
With 11:48 to go, West Hancock leads this one big, and this one's going to bounce and to be taken at about the 21-yard line by Bianchi. He runs straight up the field and looks for room to run and doesn't find any, and is brought down at about the 29-yard line, 28-yard line.
Luke DeWard in on the tackle. And Brighton Coogee will come into the game now at a defensive tackle position to replace Ben Martinez. So defensive line, we got Osborne, Thompson, Coogee, and Cole Kelly. Linebackers, Subject, Francis Croneman, and Rylan Barnes. In the secondary, we got Kason Barnes, Kane Zool, and Braden Walk.
And the Cougars come out now, trips to the right. Kenyon looks out to his right. He's under pressure, and he throws it out there. And there's nobody in the area. It's going to be incomplete. Now to bring up 2nd and 10.
Good pressure again by that Eagle defense, as it was 3 defensive linemen that were back there to pressure Kenyon. Lake Mills, I think I think they could be a problem for Southwind. I think that could be a very, very good game in the second round if Southwind's able to hold on. But Lake Mills, they now lead 30-0 in the second quarter over Bishop Garrigan. AP now leads Osage just 7-6, as Osage was able to put one in and miss the extra point.
2-by-2 are the Cougars. They give it to Braden Joel straight ahead. And Coogee, the replacement for Ben Martinez, comes in here and makes a stop behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 11. 10:50 to go before the McNeese Tire halftime show.
This game's going to start flying by, Kevin.
Yes, it is.
Being up over 35 points.
So the Cougars come out of the break, those huddle, and come out 2-by-2. Sean Kenyon back to pass. Straight drop back and fires a nice ball out to the left. He's got a receiver, and this one's picked off.
Nope, out of bounds.
Out of bounds, okay. Shoot.
Kason Barnes looked like he was open there. Kason closing quickly, able to come up with the catch, but out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down here for the Cougars, and they're going to punt it away down 41-0 here with 10-12 to go in the half.
So it'll be Braden Walk and Kane Zool back.
Carson Bauer back for the Cougars to punt.
So Madrid now leads 21-13 over St. Edmunds. Those 21 points, 14 coming via kickoff returns. 2 kickoff returns for Madrid as they lead 21-13.
And here's the punt. It's a line drive, tumbling. It drops down at the 31-yard line, picked up by Walk at the 25. And he's going to get dropped right away as he tries to reverse field.
Walk on return for the Eagles.
And Walk is...
Good tackle there by number 21, Cale Collins, because Walk had a wall set up here on the near side. If he's able to... He was trying to kind of set him up a little bit and then come back here to the near side, but Collins is able to make a nice open field tackle and stop Walk at the 24-yard line.
9:16 to go here in the second period. West Hancock start 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They break the huddle. Wing to the left. They're going to give it to Kane Zool. Kane's got a big hole. He's up over the 30 and dives his way up to about the 31-yard line.
Kane Zool on the carry for the Eagles.
A nice run on 1st down, about 8 yards, bring up 2nd down and 2. 8:48 to go here before the halftime break.
Gain of 8 for Zool on his 2nd carry of the night.
And they'll give it to Matthew Francis this time off the right side. He's going to have 1st down. Well, real close. Let's see where they mark it.
I think you got it, Kevin, based on that far side official.
He'll have it by a half a yard. And it'll be 1st and 10 West Hancock.
Irvin Gomez in the game there at the fullback position. Cole Kelly getting a break, and I'm sure Cole wants to play, but coach is just wants to keep his horse in the stable right now, move on to next week, and keep him healthy, as we're going to rely on him a ton as we go on this playoff run.
Wing to the right now. They give it to Matthew Francis off the right side. He cuts it out, cuts it back upfield. Nice run up over the 40 to about the 43-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 8 yards for Matthew.
Good job by Matthew to see that the outside was closed off and put his foot in the ground, cut it upfield, able to gain 6 or 7 yards and set up the Eagles with a 2nd and short.
Out of the huddle with a Matthew Francis wing to the left. Gomez and Zool in the backfield. They give it to Zool. Zool cuts upfield and dodges a tackler, would-be tackler at the 45, and takes it up to the 49-yard line, and it'll be a first down for West Hancock. Just over 7 minutes to go here. They lead 41-0. It's been all West Hancock, all Cole Kelly here in the first half so far tonight.
It's been all red and white here for this first playoff game of 2020. And
wing to the right. Giving it to Francis.
Gomez.
Excuse me, Gomez. I went with the fake and followed Francis, and Gomez carries it forward for about a 4-yard gain.
That's Irvin Gomez into the game at the fullback position and able to pick up a good 4.5, 5 yards there on first down. And a nice drive here directed by quarterback Cason Barnes. Good job by the offensive line to give these runners room to roam.
Wing to the right, and it's a
ball's out.
Yeah, ball's out.
And Kane got it.
Yeah, Kane got it back. He was supposed to get it on a little counterplay inside trap, and the exchange had a white shirt involved in it.
Yeah, it was.
And that brought it back. They lost a few yards on that one. It'll be 3rd down now and 8.
Timing was just a little bit off there, and Eagles are fortunate to be able to still be possessing the football here on 3rd and 8.
Which reminds me, Eagle fans, that you need to stay tuned for our Hobnob trivia question. We'll have that here shortly as they put Matthew Francis in motion, and they give it, Barnes keeps it up over the 50, 45. Now he wants to spin and loses his balance as he's spinning, and he's dropped down at about the 42-yard line. Once again, that's the Hobnob Trivia Zone Challenge question. You want to be the first person to text in and answer correctly our trivia question. You'll win a $20 gift certificate from the Hobnob, and you're going to text your answer to get ready to write this number down. It's 828-649-5469. That's the Hobnob's excellent food. You want to get up there and try the Dirty Bird. You can't go wrong with the famous corn dip. You can check out the full menu on Facebook at CQ Hobnob, or give them a call at 843-0508 as Irvin Gomez goes into the secondary and is drug out of bounds, and they have a face mask on top of it as he's drug out of bounds by the face mask at the 30-yard line. And the Eagles will be good shape here as they'll have a first down.
Gain of 12 there by Irvin Gomez, and going to add another 15 onto that one. The Eagles are going to be set up at about the 15-yard line with a 1st and 10. Mason City, Kevin, they trail Gilbert 14-0. North Union, we talked about them being scrappy.
Yep.
They lead West Fork 14-7 in the first half.
I'm not really surprised at that one.
What's your trivia question,
well, I'll
Kevin?
tell you what, until the
first quarter.
Yeah, that's the only hit you're going to get. What is the one way the Eagle defense has not stopped a team this year? And you're going to text that answer as we have Kane Zool taking it in to the house from the 15-yard line. So 15-yard touchdown run for Kane Zool.
5th carry of the night for Kane Zool. That time a 15-yard touchdown. The Eagles are now leading 47-0, pending the.
I believe they're going to have Casey come on, or well, let's
yeah,
see.
They got Red Iceman in there. They got Cason Barnes in there.
Looks like we're going to have an extra point.
Yeah, I think Cason's going to try to kick it here.
Cason did that duty last year for us, so I'm assuming that he's going to give it a whirl here out of the hold of Red Iceman. Ryland takes a step back or two and then a step to the left and awaits the snap. Holds good. Kick is up. It's no good. It's no good. Off to the left. So with 4:48 to go, it's West Hancock 47, Manson Northwest Webster 0. When we come back, we'll have your Hobnob Zone Trivia Zone Challenge question. This is West Hancock Football on B103.
Are you looking for your first EasyGo golf car? Newer and customized.
Let us help with our 0% financing. Buy a new or pre-owned EasyGo golf car now with a down payment and make payments at 0% interest till April 15th, 2021. Free winter storage. Pick up your golf car in the spring and make your final payment, or alternative financing will be available.
Stop in for details today at Miller & Sons EasyGo Golf Cars, half mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Hi, this is Ben from the Hobnob in Britt, and we're cooking up all of our Eagle favorites like the Iowa steak sandwich, the honey barbecue burger, Dirty Bird, or the Hot Mother Clucker. Try our famous duck wontons or corn dip. Come experience the Hobnob in downtown Britt. See our full menu and daily specials on Facebook, or call 641-843-0508. Go Eagles!
Eric, there's one right here.
All right, welcome back. 4:48 to go, and Casey Lamoureux kicks this one, a line drive taken about the 12, 13-yard line by Bianchi. He's up over the 20-25, and he is upended.
Hey.
And I mean upended by, guess who? Kane Zool.
Jack Fisher talked about Kane Zool being a great open field tackler, and Jack, you were right. Kane Zool, as Bianchi had some green grass ahead of him, Kane Zool shuts it down.
So, once again, that Hobnob trivia question is, what is the one way the Eagle defense has not stopped a team this year until tonight? So again, text your answer and your name to 828-649-5469. That's 828-649-5469. As they come out, single receiver to the left, two to the right. Kenyon looks left.
Screen.
And he's going to throw it over the middle to Joel. Joel is going to take it up at the 40-yard line where he's dropped after a gain of about 5 yards.
Tackle number 28.
Kenyon now 4 of 15, 19 yards through the air. And they are now in plus territory, Kevin, with their offensive output. 1 total yard for Manson Northwest Webster. Although they have moved the ball via the penalty, especially on that last drive.
3.5 minutes before the halftime break. Once again, they come out, single receiver left, two to the right. Here's the snap, firing it out here, complete to Collins, and Collins fumbles the ball.
They recovered, I believe.
He had a first down yardage, and then struggling to get loose, lets the ball loose, and recovered by Cougars, but back behind the third down or first down yardage.
Brody Anderson able to come up with the fumble recovery there.
We have an injured player on the field, so I'm going to give that trivia question to you one more time, and then we'll throw it to a quick break here, pending the injury. But once again, that number is 828-649-5469. Text your name and the correct answer. And the trivia question is, what is the one way that this year's Eagle defense has not stopped a team this year until tonight? And Mr. Collins is up on his feet walking off, so we'll forego the commercial break and see if someone can come up with the one way that the West Hancock Eagles have not stopped a team so far this year. Hey, Eagle fans, I'm just going to take a second here and remind you the Iowa High School Athletic Association needs your help. They want to add registered sports officials this school year. Their officials are needed at all levels and all IHSAA sanctioned sports. Officiating sports allows you to stay close to the action and serve your community as a leader. In Iowa, high school and junior high games can't take place without them. Visit the Iowa High School Athletic Association.org/officials or highschoolofficials.com for more information and help them add one today as the Cougars come out and run straight forward and go nowhere with Braden Joel. So that'll bring up a fourth down and about 3 with 2.5 minutes to go here before the halftime break. Once again, that trivia question from the Hobnob was, what's the one way that the Eagles have not stopped a team? And a little hint is that it has happened tonight now, so it's no longer a legitimate question as soon as we asked it.
You jinxed it. In a good way. It's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing. So,
have you checked your phone? Have we got any text?
No, I have not. So here is Braden walk from the 22-yard line. He's got a
wall.
Near sideline over the 30, 35, 40, 45. Cuts it back inside. He's over midfield. 40. One man to beat. 30. 25, 20, 15, and he takes it down inside the 15-yard line. A nice return by Braden Walk from his own 21-yard line to the opponent's 15.
I'm laughing, Kevin, because I was texting with Braden today, and I said, hey, try not to get tackled at the 1 this week in a punt return, and he laughed, and he's like, gosh, he goes, I wish somebody would have just came up and drilled me from behind, and then I would have gotten the end zone. And Tanner Thompson chimed in, and he said that he would have housed that one if he would have had a chance at it. So that time Braden almost redeems himself and able to take that to the house, but nonetheless sets up the Eagles with really good field position yet again as they'll start this drive from the 14-yard line. Clock is running with 1:04 to go.
And it's going to be Irvin Gomez off the left side, and he is stiff-arming his way just inside the 10-yard line.
And stay tuned. Halftime will give you updated on scores, run through some of the different pods, 10 through 16, to let you know what's going on there as well.
Mel tells me we do have a winner. He asked me a question first, and I said yes, and so the answer, and we'll give it to you just here in a second, is after this play. As the Eagles come out, wing to the right, and they turn, and they give it to Irvin Gomez. He's inside the 5, down to the 4. And I think we might see a timeout by West Hancock.
I don't think we're going to, Kevin. They're
just going to let it go. 13 seconds to go before the halftime break. The answer to the trivia question was, prior to tonight, the Eagle defense had not recovered a fumble. And tonight, the Eagles not only have recovered 1 fumble, but I believe 2, if I'm not mistaken. And, of course, we had the sack and then stripped it and recovered. And so the Eagles, prior to tonight, no fumble recoveries by the defense. And Jolene Lear is our winner.
Congratulations, Jolene.
So congratulations, Jolene. At the halftime break, it is West Hancock 47, Manson Northwest Webster 0. We'll take a break here. We come back, we'll recap the first half scoring on the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, IHSAA will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Casey Nielsen, your local John Deere dealer. When you believe in your equipment, you stand behind it. That's why you get a 6-year powertrain warranty on any John Deere compact utility tractor that covers both residential and commercial use. Why? Simple. Nothing runs like a Deere. See the limited warranty for John Deere turf and utility equipment at dealer for details. Casey Nielsen Limited in Kanawha.
At Summit House Retirement Community in Britt, we share in your enthusiasm for all life's activities. For 19 years, seniors have found a place to enjoy retirement in our spacious, affordable apartments with all the amenities of home, plus housekeeping, meals, daily assistance, and fun activities. Summit House of Britt. Dream it. Live it. Visit us today at summithousebrit.com.
This is Casey Barnes, and this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics. Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City. Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. That's the McNeese Tire. They bring you the halftime show tonight and every night from West Hancock Bob Sanger Field. They are your go-to for vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tire needs, parts and service. You need anything you need for your vehicle or your tractor. This time of year is a busy time for the farmers trying to keep in the field, and McNeese Tire is there for you. They're located a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. They say good luck to West Hancock Eagles. Give them a call, 843-3536, or online at mcneesetire.com. We'll recap the first half scoring for you here early and often for West Hancock, and especially with Cole Kelly. 10:59 first period. It was a 5-yard run. Ben Martinez kicked the point after, and the Eagles are up early 7-0. And then there's 30 seconds later, it was a 73-yard touchdown run for Cole Kelly. Ben Martinez kicked the extra point. It was 14-0. And then with 7:31 to go, for still first quarter, it was a 17-yard, you guessed it, Cole Kelly run. The kick was blocked, and it was 20-0 in favor of the Eagles. Then 5:22, it was 67 yards this time for Cole as he broke off the right side and went to the house. The extra point kick was good, and it was 27-0 in favor of West Hancock. 4:57 to go, less than a minute later. It was a 35-yard Cason Barnes to Braden Walk touchdown pass for West Hancock. Something we haven't said much this year, touchdown pass for West Hancock. Barnes to Walk for 35 yards. The snap was low. The kick was no good on that one, and that made it 33-0. Then in the second period with 11:48 to go, 72 yards, Ben Martinez took it to the house, and Cole Kelly come on and ran the two-point conversion in, making it 41-0 in favor of West Hancock. And then it was a 15-yard run for Kane Zool with 4:48 to go, and Ryland Barnes come on. His kick was no good, and that brings us to our halftime score of 47-0. So big offensive production in the first half, Jay.
West Hancock looks sharp. Sometimes you worry about having to let down when you're playing a team back-to-back weeks and a team that you were up 41-0 on at the half last week, but West Hancock was clicking on all cylinders, especially offensively, and then defensively they have not given up a thing, and we'll get to that here with the stats. Getting some score updates here from Chase Eisman. Thank you, Chase. Keep those coming. Some stats here quickly for the Cougars. Just 4 yards of total offense, net offense, minus 15 yards running, 19 through the air. Quarterback is 4 of 15 through the air, 19 yards, and 1 interception. That came by Cason Barnes in the first quarter. For West Hancock, Kevin, running for 391 yards in a game is usually really, really good. I don't know what to say about when you run for 391 and a half, but West Hancock did that in the first half, led by Cole Kelly. 8 carries, 202 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tied Mark Sanger for third all-time for most touchdowns in a season, and we're only in week 8, and I believe we got a lot of football left to play. So Cole is going to put some dents in that record book, and that beautiful record book that Dan put out earlier this year. Cole's going to be changing a lot of the things in there by the time this season ends. Matthew Francis had 3 carries for 61 yards. Kane Zool, 5 carries, 29 yards, including a touchdown. Ben Martinez, 1 carry, 72-yard touchdown run. Hopefully Ben can get healthy for next week as he went down with what looked like a hamstring or quad injury on that touchdown run. Irvin Gomez came in to relieve Cole Kelly after about 4 possessions for the first team offense. Irvin Gomez got 4 carries for 23 yards, and Cason Barnes has a carry for 4 yards. Barnes is 1 of 1, like you talked about in your scoring summary. He's 1 of 1, 35 yards. That coming to Braden Walk on the touchdown pass in the second quarter. In the end of the first quarter is when that touchdown pass happened. And Kevin, got some score updates for you, and then we can come back and run through the rest of this pod preview. Madrid and St. Ed's are now tied 21-21. South win. They lead Nashua Plainfield 28-0. Getting updates as I speak. West Monona, they lead Woodbury Centrals 14-7. That would be a surprise if that were to hold. AP and Osage 7-6 in that one. AP, Emmetsburg all over Eagle Grove 45-0. Clear Lake leads GHV 14-6. Algona shutting out Cherokee, leading 22-0. Forest City leads 7-0 over New Hampton. Gilbert was shutting out Mason City 14-0. MMCRU all over, or excuse me, HMS all over MMCRU 40-0. Other Class A scores: North Union 14-7 leading West Fork. That would be a surprise. Garrigan Lake Mills putting it to Garrigan 37-6. They lead that one. And IKM, here's the surprise of the night. We thought IKM was going to be sneaky good this year coming into the year. They brought back a lot. We saw them last year in the first round. Really thought they had some nice pieces coming back, Kevin.
Yes, they did, yep.
And I know that one of their key players was out due to injury.
Yep.
He's back now. They lead Southwest Valley 27-0 in the first half.
Wow.
And we'll talk about that here as we go to the pod previews. But
Nottoway Valley, Dan texted me, is up 14-0 at half against North Mahaska.
Nottoway Valley, and they were on the road, but they were one of the few road teams that was actually the favorite,
Yeah,
according
they
to
were.
BC Moore. So
Yep.
we'll turn it to commercial, and we'll come back, and I'll run through these really, really quick.
Sounds good. At the halftime break, it's West Hancock 47, Manson Northwest Webster 0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
NBT Investment Center of Forest City, located at NBT. Whether it's completing your 401k rollover, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future, see Matt Jennings, Troy Hall, or Anita Willard at the NBT Investment Center. Call 585-IRA. NBT Investment Center, your partners for financial success.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
All right, welcome back to the McNeese Tire halftime show. Once again, your halftime score is West Hancock 47 and Manson Northwest Webster 0. And as promised, we're going to run through some of the pods again that we didn't get done.
We're going to hum through these.
We're going to hum.
So we talked about Pod 9, MFL Marmac, the big favorite in Pod 9. And Pod 10, Lisbon's got to be the favorite in that one. They host North Cedar tonight. Lisbon is one of those teams I think is potentially a sleeper team this year. Their only two losses come to a ranked 2A team in West Liberty and also Iowa City Regina, which we'll get to later. Lisbon would likely host the winner between Maquoketa Valley and North Tama. Both teams have struggled to find the win column this year, and we'll see who comes out and is able to likely get a date with the Lions of Lisbon. In Pod 11, Linville Sully's lone win came in Week 1 over Colfax Mingo. They are at Belle Plaine tonight. Belle Plaine is taking care of business versus teams with a losing record. However, in their two matchups against teams above 500, they've been shut out, and those were by Lisbon and by title favorite Grundy Center. The winner of that game will likely face Alburnett, the Pirates. They lost to Highland, who they played tonight in their last two matchups, but they come in as the heavy favorite tonight. The Pirates' defense gives up just 13 points per game. So in Pod 11, Belle Plaine, Alburnett should be potentially a nice matchup there in Pod 11. In Pod 12, the favorite is Regina. They were one of the teams that got the bye. They're a perennial 2A, 1A power. They make their way down to Class A. They come into the playoffs with just one loss, but that was to an undefeated 4A team that they played in Week 1.
That was a COVID makeup also.
Yeah, Pleasant Valley, as they had a game that got canceled last second, so they decided to go play Pleasant Valley and lost to them. But Pleasant Valley's been the real deal this year. They've been a top 10 team all year and finished undefeated in 4A. So Regina's led by a trio of playmakers. Ashton Cook, the quarterback's thrown for over 1,500 yards and 16 touchdowns. Running back Theo Coley has ran for almost 1,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. And wide receiver Alec Wick, who's a D1 prospect, has 725 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns. Regina will play the winner of Columbus, who is at Wapello tonight. Look for Regina to come out of that pod pending any injuries or health concerns. In Pod 13, 0-5 Wayne is at 4-1 Earlham. This is a rematch from last week, like our game, in which Earlham dominated, winning 57-0. Expect more of the same tonight, as Wayne has scored just 14 points all season long. Kevin, Earlham will likely take on the winner of Nottoway Valley, who is at North Mahaska tonight. Nottoway Valley, thanks to Dan Kroll, they lead North Mahaska 14-0 in the first half.
Thanks to Dan for the score.
Yes,
he didn't do any of the scoring. I just thought I'd clarify.
Thank you, Dan, for the score. And this is a rare game where Nottoway Valley's a 2-5 team, but they're the favorite. Nottoway Valley's played one heck of a schedule. Their losses have come to teams with a combined record of 23-8. Sydney in Pod 14. Sydney is at Council Bluffs St. Albert. St. Albert's has got to be a big favorite in that one, as they beat Sydney last week, 57-20.
Did Sydney move up from 8-man?
Yes, I believe so. And St. Albert's won 4 in a row after dropping their first two contests to a ranked 3A team in Council Bluffs, Lewis Central, and to a ranked A team in Logan Magnolia, who we'll talk about later. West Monona at Woodbury Central. A lot of people really like Woodbury Central as a sleeper this year. Well, they're losing right now, 14-7 to West Monona. The winner of that game between West Monona and Woodbury Central will likely play St. Albert, who, thank you, Chase. We're getting a score update. St. Albert leads Sydney 38-0. Another score update for you. Lisbon, they lead 24-0 over North Cedar. In Pod 15, Lawton Brunson hosts Tri-Center tonight. Although they're just 2-4, Tri-Center is a dangerous team as their losses have come to some very good teams. Both teams like to air it out. Lawton Brunson's passed for over 1,000 yards this season through 6 games, and the Trojans of Tri-Center have passed for just under 1,300 yards per game. IHSAA, this is the interesting one, Kevin. They're just 2-2 this year. They're at 6-1 Riverside, Oakland. IHSAA has not played a game since September 18th due to the COVID pandemic, so they should come in healthy and hungry. Riverside comes in tonight off their best one of the year, a shutout over Southwest Valley. The Bulldogs, they rely on a well-balanced offense that has seen quarterback Austin Kremkowski throw for 997 yards and running back Rhett Bentley run for over 650 yards. In Pod 16, Logan Magnolia got the bye. They're a sneaky good team, Kevin, down the southwest side of the state. We don't hear a lot about them. I did some research on who they lost to. So they lost to Oakland Craig of Nebraska in Week 1. Well, how good is Oakland Craig? How about they're 7-0? They've outscored their opposition by an average score of 47-7, and they're the defending state champs in the small class in Nebraska. So Logan Magnolia is 6-1, but that one loss coming to a solid team. IKM Manning, they are at 6-2 Southwest Valley. IKM Manning 2-5 coming into the year. I thought they were top 10 team, top 5 team potentially based on what they had coming back, but they had some injuries hit them in the offseason, keeping some kids out. Well, they look like they may have things rolling as they were a big underdog according to the computers coming into tonight. But if they're healthy, they're dangerous, and it sounds like they might be healthy as they lead 27-0 over Southwest Valley. That's Pod 16, so the winner of that game will get Logan Magnolia, and then after next week we'll reshuffle the deck again and see how they match up.
Ready for round 3 after next week. So we're getting ourselves a little bit ahead of ourselves there. 1:41 to go before the halftime break is over, and West Hancock leads 47-0 over the Cougars of Manson Northwest Webster. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll get ready for the second half. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today. Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Trolson Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts store, serving Britt and surrounding communities since 1951 with 4 generations of Trolsons. From oil, batteries, and filters to hydraulic hoses. With winter coming up, get your car's battery ready now. Stop in and see Dan or Pat today at 678 3rd Avenue Southeast in Britt, or call 641-843-3865.
Number 70, Sean Peters will be kicking off for the Cougars.
All right, welcome back. And once again, the halftime show is brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive. They're your vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tire needs, parts, and service provider. They're conveniently located 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. And they want to check them out at McNeeseTire.com or give them a call at 843-3536 as we are ready for the second half to begin and set to kick off for the Cougars are number 70, Sean Peters, and deep for the Eagles are Braden Walk and Kane Zool, standing on about their 15-yard line. So here's the run-up and the kick. It's a speedy end-for-end kick, and it's taken at the 16-yard line by Walk. He runs straight up the field, and Walk's going to take it to the house. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to do it. 15-10, 5, touchdown. Braden Walk runs the second half kickoff back from his own 16-yard line to the house.
84-yard kickoff return for Braden Walk, and Braden Walk has put together some big plays in the return game via punt return, kick return, interception return. He strikes again, this time from 84 yards out. Braden Walk to the house to start the second half, and the Eagles lead 53-0 as Kason Barnes will come on to kick the extra point.
Number 4, Kason Barnes on to try the point after.
And it looks like we're still trying to get all our guys on the field here.
Yeah, I don't know if they were even back. Some of them were even back in the locker room. That was quick.
Rhett Eisman on for the hold. He's standing on the 15-yard line, and we're going to see what we got. Officials timeout here as we got. Okay, here we go. Now the ball's set and ready to go for action.
And now we got a false.
And now we got
offside, false start.
False starts. Something's going on because the entire left side, right side line, they're going to be offsides against Manson.
Some more score updates for you. Albernet leads Riverside 27-7. The other one I just got, Riverside Oakland leads AHSTW 20-0.
And that second round matchup, and that is that who Lomont gets the second round?
Lomag.
Yeah,
Lomag would get the winner of IKM and Southwest Valley.
Okay, so Barnes on for the extra point. Here's the snap. It's good. Kick is up and looks good. 11:48 to go. West Hancock 54. Manson Northwest Webster 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, this is Dr. Bree. We here at Mowers Reed and Tessine Dental have a new name. Same caring team offering the same dental care. We see patients beginning at age 1, providing complete dental care from pediatric preventative through the developing orthodontic stage. Trust those little smiles with Mowers Reed and Tessine Dental in Garner. Learn more at garnerdental.com.
The Boykin Insurance Agency has provided insurance solutions to our area communities for over 90 years. Let your trusted choice independent insurance agents, Jeff, Marcia, Tom, Angie, and Hannah, protect what matters to you. Your farm, crop, health, vehicle, home, and anything else that's important to you. Visit your Boykin Insurance Agency today at TSC Bank locations in Titanca, Forest City, and Thompson.
All right, welcome back. And as we come back, Casey Lamoureux puts this one down the field, and it's going to be chasing Bianchi down to the 5-yard line where he picks it up. He's going to run to the far sideline, and he is going to run out of real estate quickly. Now try to reverse field and get dropped back down at about the 5-6-yard line.
That was number 27 on the tackle. Who was that, Kevin? You got our roster here.
That is Luis
Sandoval, freshman. Luis Sandoval making his presence felt as he was flying pursuing the football. And we're going to see a lot of new players in here, Kevin, so get ready. Defensive line, we got Lamoureux and Marks. That's some beef in the middle there. Defensive tackle, defensive ends, we got Martinez and
number 60. Jake Wood.
Jake Wood at the left defensive tackle, and we'll get you the linebackers and secondaries here in a minute.
Martinez. And it's going to be a run off the right side. That's Joel. And he's going to take it forward for a yard or two.
So linebackers, you said Larson, Martinez, DeWard, and is that Calles over there, 25?
Yep, it is.
And then secondary, we got Calles, Gomez, and
Peterson.
Ty Peterson on the left side. And now it's just a matter of who are we going to play next week, Kevin, and I can't tell you because that game is tied up. Madrid and St. Edmund got a barn burner going. They're tied up at 28.
10:30 and counting here in the third. West Hancock up 54-0. And they come out with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they fire incomplete off to the right.
Incomplete pass for the Cougars.
Intended for number 6, Ethan Egley. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Cougars.
So probably the most local game of the night, Clear Lake and Garner Hayfield Ventura. They're battling in, what are they now, 2A?
Yes.
Too many schools running through my head right now. They're tied at 14. That game is being played at Garner Hayfield Ventura.
Northwood is up 9-8 at the half versus North Iowa in the 8-man.
That's a low-scoring 8-man game.
Yes, it is. 2-by-2 are the Cougars. Back to pass. Kenyon looks out left. Now he's looking right. He's got a man over the middle. It's Bianchi, and he's got first down up to the 28-yard line.
Gain of 17 on the best play of the game for the Cougars. Bianchi picks up 17 via the air.
Braden Walker making himself known in the record book, as Dan just sent me a message. Braden's now tied for second in school history for kickoff return TDs in a season and a career. So
I got a special request for Dan after this play. I wanted to look something up for us.
2x2 are the Cougars, and there's movement up front, and it's going to be offsides on the Eagles, so it'll be 1st and 5 with 8:53 to go.
So my question for Dan is, Braden's had 2 interception returns this year,
right?
A punt return this year, and I think 2 kickoff returns this year. So my question for Dan is, who has the most return touchdowns via
or special teams
or interception return touchdowns in a season?
Single receiver each way.
Give Dan something to do.
And Kenyon hands it off. Straightforward for no gain is going to be number, let me check that here.
Alex marches in on the tackle for the Eagles.
Number 4, and that's Braden Joel. Right. Joel, unable to play against the Eagles last week, was getting some action here. He's a senior, 5'11", 175 pounds. He was their leading rusher coming in to last week and this week, and they're going to have a procedure penalty. I did not see the flag get thrown, but there's a procedure penalty against the Cougars. So they'll march back 5 yards, and we'll do the down again.
Illegal procedure on the Cougars.
Got a new score update for you, Kevin. Belmont Clemmy leads Clarion Goldfield Dows 21-6, and North Union and West Fork are now tied at 14.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars, 2x2. Joel in the backfield. Kenyon, here's the snap. He drops straight back, looks, fires out there, and incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 11.
Big boys at the defensive tackle position getting some pressure on the quarterback there. It looked like he was going to have a receiver breaking open, but he short-armed the pass, and it's going to be incomplete, bring up a 2nd and 10.
And I'll tell you who number 11 was, but he's not on the program that I could see, so if you get me a name on that.
That was number 11 here, Eric. Who we got for them? Caden Oberding. Yeah, we talked about him.
We did. I have a short memory.
Nate would call him Mr. Panther, or excuse me, Mr. Cougar.
Mr. Cougar, yes. 2x2, Cougars come out 2x2. A little snap here, and Kenyon's fighting, running for his life, and he fires. He got a man wide open.
Bianchi.
And Bianchi's got the 40, 35, 30, down to the 25, stutter steps, and is dropped and down at the 23-yard line.
Pass was complete to number 22, Tate Bianchi.
Where are they spotting this football at, Kevin? 23, you said?
Yeah, nice pitch, and 23. Nice pitch and catch, Kenyon to Bianchi.
Yeah, Bianchi's shown that he can be dangerous in the open field. That time a gain of 49 through the air as they just put more yards on in the stat book than what they had accumulated all game long with that one play.
So Oberding brings the play in. And up against the play clock here, 5 ticks to go. And people still moving around. They do get it off, and they give it to Joel. Joel straight ahead. Braden Joel, I believe that's his first name. Yep, Braden Joel, straight ahead for a gain of about 5 to the 18. So I bring up 2nd down, 5, 6 minutes to go here, 3rd period.
Stay tuned for the First State Bank play of the game, as this game is going to be over quickly, Kevin, with the running clock. And I think we know what that play is going to be, right?
Yes, we do. 2x2 are the Cougars. Kenyon takes a snap, looks to his right. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, and he's incomplete to Bianchi down at the 7-yard line.
Pass was complete to number 22.
Gain of 11.
And Bianchi giving the Cougars some offensive.
Yeah, 7th completion of the night for Kenyon. Of course, the big pass play was the prior play to Bianchi for 49 yards that time. Bianchi shows good body control, able to adjust to the ball, kind of bobbled it, and comes up with a catch, sets up
the
Cougars with a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they're up against 4 seconds left on the play clock, and they get it off. They give it to Joel. Joel is dropped right away at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars a little bit slow getting out of the huddle that time. Had to hurry that play. They'll bring up second down and goal from the 7-yard line.
Alta Aurelia leads Lamar's Galen 6-0 in what we believe is going to be a really, really good game potentially. And Alta Aurelia, from what we've seen, I would not be surprised if they were able to sneak out of that pod.
2 by 2. Once again, Joel in the backfield, flanked to the right of Kenyon. Kenyon in the pistol, waiting the snap, and they have procedure as they had a receiver on the near side. Was downfield before the snap of the ball, and they'll back him up 5 yards. So that'll bring up second down and goal, but rather from the 7, it should be around the 12-yard line. In the game now is number 42, Chris Kruger for the Cougars. Now Kenyon under center, turns and pitches it back out here to Joel. And Joel is brought down, no gain, as he's strung out and pushed out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the near side. Matt Larson, Ethan Hill and company able to string that out, not give up anything to Joel, and going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line here for the Cougars.
Brody Anderson bringing in the play for the Cougars.
I believe Joel, from the radio interview that I heard, he's playing tonight with a torn MCL, gutting it out as a senior, wanting to get one last game in with his buddies.
Single receiver each way, and under center is Kenyon, and he hands it off to Joel. And Joel takes it down to about the 9-yard line. It'll be 4th down and goal for the Cougars.
I thought I could maybe stump Dan, you know, with that how many returns in a year question, but he's already got his answer that he's sent to us, so we'll give that to you here in a second. Oh, Dan. So we'll wait till after this play, Kevin.
So Kenyon in the pistol, Joel behind him, 3 receivers to the right. And he looks out to his right. He's under pressure, and he fires one out there. It's complete to Kruger, and he's in for the touchdown.
From 9
Brody
yards
Anderson,
out.
excuse me.
9 yards out, Brody Anderson puts the Cougars on the board as Kenyon is able to find him on the far side, crossing route, and then Anderson able to take it in the end zone. That's the first touchdown of the game for the Cougars. West Hancock now leads 54-6, pending the swinging gate extra point attempt here, Kevin. So we'll see if they decide to run it, pass it, kick it. Now they got guys running in and out. We're going to have a timeout, Manson, Northwest Webster.
So we'll take the timeout with them. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Give your home a new look from Instep Flooring of Kanawha. They sell and install top brands of carpet, ceramic, hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl materials for your home or business. Support local and visit Instep Flooring today in Kanawha or call 641-762-3688.
All right, welcome back to West Hancock football and Bob Sanger Field. 2:38 to go here in the 3rd period. Manson Northwest Webster on the board. Compliments of a Sean Kenyon to Brody Anderson pass play for 11 yards, if I'm correct. Was it not 11?
I had it for 9 yards, Kevin.
Okay, 9 yards. I'll make that correction here in just a second as they come out now to attempt the point after. And
swinging gate.
Swinging gate, and it's going to be a snap to Tate Bianchi, and he's going to try to make the corner of the end zone, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. So it's 54 of West Hancock and 8 for the Cougars of Manson Northwest Webster with 2:38 to go in the 3rd period. This is West Hancock football on B103.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Congratulations, Eagles, on an outstanding season. Good luck in the postseason from your locally owned J. Hiscock State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Ask Jay how you can drive safe and save up to 50% off your car insurance. Call 843-3563 for a free quote today.
Check.
Oops. All righty, welcome back. I caught Jay by surprise there.
No one ever accused us of being professional radio announcers, but we have fun. And just letting you know that we got Kellen Smith and Jackson Peterson back deep to receive this kickoff. I know they've put together some big plays on the JV level, and we'll see what they can do in their first playoff action.
So set to kick off for the Cougars is number 70. That's Sean Peters, 6'2", 260, and he gets a foot into it, and it's going to be Kellen from the 15. He's up over the 20, 25, 30.
Go, Kellen.
And he's just running for his life now, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And a nice return by Kellen.
A lot of young Eagles in the game there. As if you want to see some more football this week on Monday night, Eagle JV team will host Eagle Grove in the season finale of the JV schedule. And we got a lot of new guys in here. Kevin will try to get them to you here on the offensive side of the football. We're going to have Martinez and Martinez on the right side of the offensive line. Marks looks like he's going to be the center. Lamoureux and can't see who our left guard is. That's John Wood.
Yep.
And Gomez on the carry.
Gomez is going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage and lost a yard.
In the backfield there was Pablo Calles, Gomez, and Jackson Johnson. Ends Matthew Larson and Luke, don't call me Alex DeWard. Ty Peterson will now come into the game.
And the Eagles will break the hull. Eisman leads them up, wing to the right. Here's a snap. And it's on the ground, being kicked around, and it's going to be Manson Northwest Webster football.
Big number 55. Who's that, Kevin?
That's Reed Olson. Reed Olson, he's a senior, 6'1", 175-pound or 170-pound senior center for the Cougars. He falls on it at the 45-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10 with a minute to go here in the third period. And they trail 54-8.
So what's our First State Bank play of the game?
First State Bank play of the game, I think, is the 84-yard kickoff return with Braden Walk to start the second half. Eagles had already closed the door, but Braden Walk nailed it shut to start the second half. So once again, your First State Bank play of the game is Braden Walk's 84-yard touchdown return to start the second half.
And I believe that was Braden's 5th return of the year via kick, punt, or interception return. And going to just confirm some things with Dan Crowley. May have tied a record with that.
2-by-2, and they give it to Joel. And Joel bouncing off those Eagle substitutes, and he's going to go forward for about an 8-yard gain and bring up second down and I'll call it 7, and we'll call it 2nd and 3.
And Cougars now in plus territory in the running game. 1 net yard through 14 carries as Joel able to finish that run strong, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter here, Kevin.
So at the end of 3, it's West Hancock 54, Manson Northwest Webster 8. This is West Hancock football on B103.
At the end of 3 quarters, it's West Hancock 54.
Britt Food Center is our locally owned hometown grocery store featuring the best cuts of quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Check out our weekly specials at BrittFoodCenter.com. Jackie, myself, and our staff at Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're started the fourth and final period here. West Hancock leading 54-8. They will advance on to the next round after this period of football.
And still a tie game at last update between St. Edmund and Madrid. Winner of that game will come up to Bob Sanger Field to face these Eagles in the second round of the playoffs. Some other score updates. A new one here for you. Ridgeview leads Akron Westfield 13-6. Galen now leads Alta Aurelia 7-6, and what sounds like is a pretty good ball game. And stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll get you some scores, and then after our broadcast is over, the Radio Iowa scoreboard show will be live on KIOW. You can listen into all the scores around the state and find out who's moving on and who's not.
So the Cougars will come out, second down and short to start the period from the West Hancock 37-yard line. And they'll come out 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Sean Kenyon in the, actually, do we have, since a new quarterback? It is.
Yeah,
a new
32.
Oh, it's a 32 is in the, that would be Ian Conan.
Tackle the play by number 84, Luke DeWard.
Luke DeWard in on the tackle there, Kevin.
He was in the running back position last week, number 32, in place of Joel. And
bring up 3rd and 5 for the Cougars.
Was that Joel on the carry there, Kevin? I didn't.
No, that was Kennan.
Okay.
Conan. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to pass. Is Kennan. He fires one out there. This one's in and out of the hands. I thought he was going to catch. Thought it was going to be intercepted by Calles. And
bring up 4th down for the Cougars.
That was Hugo Calles coming in. Looked like he was able to pick off that ball, but ball was underthrown just enough. Calles got his eyes on it late. Not able to come up with the interception. Still going to be 4th down here, though, for the Cougars as we roll under 10:50 to go in this first round playoff matchup.
2-by-2. Kennan in the pistol formation. Looking left, firing over the middle, complete to Brody Anderson for a 1st down.
Pass is complete for the Cougars. Number 12, Matt Larson.
And Matt Larson comes up, makes the stop, but not before the Cougars can get a 1st down with 10:20 to go here in the period.
Anderson's a nice target out there. Goes 6'3". Of course, he had the lone touchdown for the Cougars. We saw him show up on defense a few times from his DN position. He also blocked a extra point. He's had a nice game.
2-by-2 once again. Here's the snap, looking left, now looking right, under pressure, and he fires out there. This one's going to be picked off.
Oh!
Once again.
Irvin Gomez was looking downfield, and he saw a lot of green grass in front of him and not able to complete the process of tucking that football away. As he was looking downfield, he had his I don't know, we may have been able to see his eyes from up here, Kevin. He saw a lot of green grass in front of him, and I'm sure he's kicking himself right now for not being able to come up with that interception.
And he likely had, I don't know, it's hard to say, but man, he had tons and tons and tons of green ahead of him.
Yes, he did. And he's fast.
9 minutes to go here, 2-by-2. And firing over the middle, incomplete, is
Pass was incomplete.
Kennan.
3rd down.
Woodbury Central and West Monona are now tied, Kevin, 22-22.
Is that one's at
Mobile?
Yep,
at Woodbury Central,
okay,
yep. Or at Mobile.
Yep, okay. 8:40 to go here in this one. West Hancock leads 54-8.
They still have their same quarterback that we seen last year in the semifinals. He's back for Woodbury Central, and I've got rid of my preview, or else I'd give you his name, but he's put up some nice numbers through 7 games this year.
Once again, that same formation 2-by-2 that we've seen all night from the Cougars. Here's the snap, and looking and pulling it down and running is Kennan, and he's going to be brought down about the 15-yard line.
Gain of about 17 for the new quarterback in the game, wearing a strange number, Kennan.
Yep.
Number 32.
It'll be a 1st down for the Cougars with 8 minutes to go. Kennan come in last week, Jay, for Joel, Braden
Yeah,
Joel.
he was a
the
starter because
yeah.
Joel didn't play last
Correct.
week, and Joel went down, I think the week before last with a torn MCL, or maybe it was a couple weeks before that, but went down with a torn MCL, and he's in the game now with a heavily braced left knee.
And 2-by-2, and he'll stay in the block for Kinnan. And Kinnan runs off the left side and dodges one tackler, and he's going to be near the sticks. We'll see.
Gain of about 8 or 9. He's going to be short of the sticks, Kevin.
Yeah, I think so.
But good job by Kinnan to dodge a couple tackles, like you said, and pick up a nice positive gain on first down.
2nd down and 8 for the Cougars.
So 2nd down and 2. Ball's on the 9-yard line of West Hancock. Two by two, one man in the backfield. Here's the snap. And he's pulling it down to look, and now he pulls it down to run, and now he's going to pass it out there, and that's going to be incomplete, intended for Bianchi in the end zone, covered by Peterson.
Yeah, good coverage by Ty Peterson there in the near end zone, or near side.
Threw it behind him. Ty might have had a chance.
South end zone, yeah, threw behind him. Ty had him covered up, and so my question was for Dan was most interception return touchdowns, or not interception, but most return touchdowns, punt, kick, interception in a season, and we believe it's 5. Which Braden would tie. Justin Johnson, who we'll talk about him. We may see him next week, right?
Maybe.
He had 5 in a season, and John Mallon had 5 in a season.
And this is going to be Kinnan pulling it down, trying to make something happen with it on his own, and he's going to be dropped short of the first down, I believe.
Yeah, just going to depend on where they spotted. He was scrambling there. It looks like it's going to be 4th and short for Kinnan and the Cougars.
Bring up 4th and 2.
So it's going to be 4th and 2 with 5:40 to go in the game. No drama left in this one.
None at all.
Except for whether or not I can stay in my chair.
I'll say just don't fall over, Kevin, because it's happened.
It has happened, unfortunately. They come out.
What's the play call here? I'm going to say they're going to look for Bianchi.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right.
Nope.
And they're going to pass it out there.
All kinds of movement before the play, but the referees say, you know what?
They're going to let that go.
Let's let this go and get on the road back to wherever we live.
And the pass is incomplete, and it's going to be West Hancock football with 5 minutes to go in the game from their own. Where are they going to mark it, Jay? I think it's going to be down around the
7, we'll call it.
8-yard line,
7
somewhere
or 8,
in there.
We'll see if Red Iceman and company can put together a drive to run out the clock here. Got to believe if they can pick up a first down or 2, depending on how many attempts it takes them to pick up a first down, they could run this clock out. Is Ian Connor going to come into the game now and play what position? Ty Peterson also coming in. Actually, no, he's not. They're telling him to get off the field. And we got 10 seconds on the play clock, and we may have a timeout here.
I don't know. Are they drawing a play up?
They're going
in the huddle. Just going to go out and run something, and they're going to give it off the
Gomez
right side, left side for Gomez, and he's going to get swallowed up quickly.
Gomez on the carry for the Eagles.
I'll be interested to see what the stats say, Kevin, but we probably don't have many total. We talked about how we ran for 391 in the first half. Everything, the only thing we've done offensively in the second half,
touchdown on the
the only
kickoff,
thing we've done, I guess it wasn't offensively. It was in the special teams game. Was that kick return touchdown? Lake Mills, they're going to move on. They lead Bishop Garrigan 50-13. Alta Aurelia now leads Galen 12-7 in a back and forth game. Osage leads AP 27-7.
The Eagles come out and they give it off to Jackson Johnson. Jackson's up over the 15-yard line, struggling for yardage up to about the 17 or so.
Number 35, Jackson Johnson on the
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles with 3:20 to go.
3rd down and 2.
Gain of 8 for JJ, and going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Pick up a first down and keep this clock running.
The Eagles break the huddle. Eisman under center. Wing is to the right. And they're going to give it straight ahead. Irvin Gomez got first down yardage as he goes up over the 30.
Number 24, Irvin Gomez on the carry
Gets
for the
dropped
Eagles.
about the
First down to play.
31-yard line, but it'll be a first down for the Eagles. And they keep the clock moving with 2:40 to go in the game.
Gain of about 13 for Gomez.
North Iowa and Northwood Kensett are tied at 16. First and 10 for the Eagles, 2:18 to go in the game. Eisman under center. Wings to the right for the Eagles. They give it off to
Pablo
Calles. And Pablo,
Ooh.
he's got some nifty moves in the middle of the field as he winds his way through the defense, and he's going to have a first down.
Pablo Calles
About the 42, 43-yard line.
Hey. Okay.
And
got some jabbering back and forth there, and Pablo, nice run there. Weaving in and out of traffic, I believe.
Actually, they're going to
call it a first down.
Yeah,
timeout. No, timeout.
There would be a
Cougars.
timeout, and they're not going to call it a first down, I don't believe. Well, we'll see. Yep, I guess they are. And there will be a timeout on the field for the Cougars. We'll take a quick break with them. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. Stellar reflects the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee-owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHB Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
The Flower Cart and Brit, we are committed to beautifying the lives of children and supporting their education. Please remember the Flower Cart when your son or daughter needs flowers or gifts for their special event. The Flower Cart, across from the elementary school in Brit. Go Eagles!
All right, welcome back, and we are just a minute and 46 seconds away from the Brit Bar and Grill post-game show. Remind you to get up to the Brit Bar and Grill post-game, or get wings and appetizers and the beverage of your choice. So Eagles come out with a full house backfield, and they just back up, take a knee, and they'll try to let this one go down, as they'll have to do that a couple more times.
We'll get you a lot of scores here in the post-game show. One update that impacts us is we're going to host a second-round playoff game. St. Ed's now leads Madrid 35-28. Not sure how much time is left in that one. And West Fork has come all the way back. They now lead North Union 21-14.
So the Eagles will come up and take the snap and take a knee once again. With 1:03 left to go on the clock, it'll be a 20-second differential between the game clock, so the Eagles will have to do that one more time.
Kevin, if you want to turn me down, I'm going to start adding up some numbers here.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So 47 ticks to go before West Hancock officially moves on to round 2 in their pod, and will face the winner of Fort Dodge St. Ed and Madrid. Currently, that is St. Edmund, as Rhett takes a knee one more time, and there's 30 ticks to go, and that will do it. So once again, West Hancock will move on to face the winner of St. Edmund and Madrid. And that one is in a SEC-type contest down in Fort Dodge, as those two are scoring points left and right in that one. 9 ticks to go. Once again, your final score here is 54 West Hancock and 8 for the Manson Northwest Cougars. We'll take a quick break here, recap the scoring, and get you caught up on all the other action that we know of. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt, your fall headquarters for home essentials, Valspar paint, tools, WeatherTech products, and building materials. Shop online at swensons.doitbest.com or stop in and register to win one of 2 $500 shopping sprees. Do It Best this fall at Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt, serving North Iowa for over 40 years.
First Citizens Bank in Kanawha is proud to support West Hancock sports. FCB invites you to open and fund a new spending or savings account online from the comfort of your own home. Visit myfcb.bank today to learn more. Good luck, West Hancock Eagles, from First Citizens Bank in Kanawha, member FDIC.
Bauckham Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 50 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Bauckham Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late-night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
Hi, I'm Josiah Eccles. I'm Dylan Eccles. I'm Caleb Eccles.
And I'm Levi Eccles. We are proud to have played football for Coach Sanger and the West Hancock Eagles.
Stay warm at the football games with West Hancock apparel and outerwear from the Cobbler Shop in Britt.
From all of us at the Cobbler Shop, go Eagles!
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
McCluskey Appliance for the best quality, selection, and prices on American-made Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jenner appliances. There's only one name to know, McCluskey Appliance. See them in Mason City or Garner and get free delivery and great service after the sale.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late-night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
All right, welcome back to Sanger Field, everyone. Tonight's final score, once again, is 54-8 in favor of West Hancock, and I want to welcome you to tonight's post-game scoreboard show being brought to you by Eric, Stacy, and the entire crew at the Britt Bar and Grill. You don't want to miss the action tonight and every night at the Britt Bar and Grill. Stop in after a home game, recount your favorite plays from the game, and you had a lot of them to choose from tonight. They'll serve up wings and appetizers. That's the Britt Bar and Grill, located just across from Dollar General in Main Street in downtown Britt. Recap the second half scoring here. Not a whole lot of scoring in the second half as West Hancock took the lead, scored early and often, and were up 47-0 at halftime. But Braden Walk decided that he wanted to get his name on in the box score and in the record book. So with the opening second half kickoff, he took it 84 yards to the house. Ryland Barnes came on, kicked the extra point, and West Hancock went up 54-0 in their favor at that time. And that was also your First State Bank play of the game, the 84-yard kickoff return to start the second half for Braden Walk. And then with 2:38 to go in the third period, it was Sean Kenyon of the Manson Northwest Webster Cougars throwing a pass to Brody Anderson for 9 yards, and Bianchi ran in the extra point. And that brought us to our final score of 54-8. Cougars threatened a couple of times after that, but were unable to push it into the end zone. Had first and goal, if my memory serves me correctly, twice in the second half, and the Eagles turned them back each time. So, Jay, statistically, Eagles dominant in the first half.
Yeah, you got my mic on, is it?
Oh, you're on. I can hear you, my
okay.
friend.
Second half, in the first half, they were dominant. Ran for 391 yards, West Hancock did. Ran for 425 total tonight. Cole Kelly, 8 carries, 4 touchdowns, 202 yards. Not bad for, not even a quarter of action? Did he play in the second quarter at all? Not sure if he did.
No.
Matthew Francis, 3 carries, 61 yards. Kane Zool, 5 carries, 29 yards, a touchdown. Ben Martinez, a carry for 72 yards. That was a touchdown. Hopefully Ben can get back healthy as he was injured on that play. Irvin Gomez, 6 carries, 37 yards. Kason Barnes had a carry for 4. Pablo Calles had a carry for 10 yards. And Jackson Johnson had 1 carry for 8 yards. Kason Barnes was 1 of 1. That completion was a touchdown, 35 yards to Braden Walk. Braden Walk also had a kickoff return that Kevin alluded to. Sacks tonight, we had Chase Croneman had the first Britt Food Center sack of the game, and Justin Osborne, or excuse me, who was the second one? Was it Ben Martinez?
What's that, a sack?
The Britt Food Center sacks. Was it Justin Osborne and
Cole Kelly, I believe.
Cole Kelly on the second one. Osborne recovered the fumble, and Kason Barnes also had an interception. For Manson Northwest Webster, 25 yards on the ground tonight. They were 9 of 25 through the air, 113 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. That one coming to Anderson in the fourth quarter. And I'm going to go ahead and give you some scores, Kevin.
All right.
Then we'll throw it to the break for State Farm Player of the Game. So some scores. Woodbury Central, they lead West Monona 30-22. Lamar's Galen leads Alta 15-12. South O'Brien leads Westwood Sloan 22-16. Lake Mills all over Lake Mills all over Bishop Garrigan 50-20. Osage leads Applington Parkersburg 33-7. Belmont was leading Clarion Goldfield Dallas 21-6. Emmetsburg 45-zip over Eagle Grove. Clear Lake was leading GHV 28-14. Algona leading Cherokee 22-0. Forest City leading New Hampton 7-0. Mason City trailing 14-0 against Gilbert. In Class A, Ridgeview leads Akron Westfield 13-6. HMS over MMCRU 40-0. Our opponent next week, St. Ed's or Madrid. St. Ed's was leading 35-28, and other scores: Lisbon shutting out North Cedar 24-0. Albernet over Riverside Highland 27-7. Nottoway Valley was leading North Mahaska 14-0. St. Albert's blowing out Sydney. They were leading 38-0 at the end of at halftime. Mason City now leads. Here's an update for you. Mason City, they were down 14-0. They now lead Gilbert 16-14. West Valley 27-0. And I think that's all I got, Kevin. Southwind big over Nashua Plainfield 42-0. Wapsie Valley big as expected over Starmont 48-0. Ridgeview now leads 19-6 over Akron Westfield. A lot of scores coming at me, and stay tuned, 10 o'clock. Oh, man, we're done early tonight.
Yes, we are.
Not even 9 o'clock, but 10 o'clock will be the Radio Iowa scoreboard show. So you'll get all the finals there and find out who's playing each other next week.
All right. So once again, tonight's post-game scoreboard show is being brought to you by Eric, Stacy, and the crew up at the Britt Bar and Grill. You don't want to miss the action tonight and every night at the Britt Bar and Grill. Stop in on your way home tonight and have some wings and appetizers. Folks, get up there and have a beverage of your choice and reminisce about the great plays you saw tonight here on Bob Sanger Field as the Eagles roll to victory 54-8 over the Manson Northwest Webster Cougars. So,
and for those that are still watching the broadcast right now, on the field there is a unicorn on the field.
No, that's a Easter. Oh, no, it's a cougar.
It's a unicorn. I see the little horn.
Okay, well, it's time to get this to the break, and when we come back, we will have for you your State Farm Players of the Game. This is West Hancock football at Bob Sanger Field on B103.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, family-owned and community-minded, with 5 locations in Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Dallas. Proudly serving families in north-central Iowa for 40 years. Michael Brian and the staff of Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company says good luck area teams in the tournament. Whether you're on the road, the 20-yard line, the court, the mat, or way out in center field, go for the win and score with Drive Safe and Save from your J. Hiscock State Farm team in Britt. You could earn up to a 50% discount on car insurance. Plus, bundle your home to save even more. Inquire about low rates on business, farm, and life insurance, too. Your J. Hiscock State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 641-843-3563 for a quote today.
All All right, welcome back, everyone. Once again, Jay and I were just talking during that commercial, 50% discount, but he already told me that I don't qualify. I'm not a good enough driver for that.
You have to be a really, really, really good driver to qualify for 50% off. That Drive Safe and Save, what it does, Kevin, is it's a thing that you put in your car, and it syncs up with your phone, and then it tracks, your speed, your left turns, your braking, your mileage. But no matter what, if you sign up for it, if you don't have a low mileage discount on your car, so you've got a low mileage discount on your car because you put less than 7,000 miles on a year. So if you don't have that on there, you can be eligible for Drive Safe and Save. And no matter what.
Did you just call me a home buddy?
No, pretty much. Oh, COVID season, everybody's staying home.
That's what it is.
So anyways, even if you're just not a great driver, like some people, you automatically save 10% by putting that on there. So if you have any questions or want to get a quote, we can quote it with that on there and see if you'd be able to save some money with where you're at right now. Give me a call. Right now, State Farm Player of the Game, I'm going to give it to someone that we have. He kind of runs the show, doesn't get a ton of attention being the quarterback in the Eagle offense, but Kason Barnes did his job tonight directing the offense, able to pick up a touchdown pass to Braden Walk in the first half. Also had a nice game defensively, coming up with an interception on, I believe it was the second drive of the game that set up Cole Kelly's long touchdown run. So Kason Barnes is our State Farm Player of the Game.
I'd be willing to bet back on the farm when they were boys that he probably was holding the ball as Ryland was practicing those extra points too.
Kason's the one that kicks them.
I've got it. Oh yeah, you're right.
Kason,
Gosh,
Ryland, they both look the same.
They do. In 4 and 5, I get so confused. Okay, I'm gonna go fall off my chair now.
Well, I would make a bet that Kason's probably thrown more passes on the farm than he has on Bob Sanger Field.
Well, that's probably
Most
true.
of the time, he's just directing traffic, making sure things get organized, and hand the ball off to those great running backs that are following that offensive line. But good job by Kason tonight. Again, all season long, Kason's been getting it done from the quarterback position, but tonight he showed it on the offensive and defensive side of the game. And Kevin, this was a well-executed game. Not a lot of letdowns. The second half got kind of sloppy, but you have a lot of kids building some youth, building some experience in there. Eagles, mission accomplished in round 1. We'll see who they play in round 2. Looks like right now it's likely going to be St. Ed's as they lead now 38-28, but a lot of game left. It's just the start of the fourth quarter down in Fort Dodge. St. Edmunds say they lead 38-28. One more last score update for you. Alta really in a back-and-forth game. They lead 20-15 over Lamar's Gielan. Every update I've gotten, it's been one or the other leading. So, again, stay tuned for the Radio Iowa scoreboard show that comes up at 10 o'clock on 107.3 KIOW. You'll get all the final scores, and we'll be back here next week. And
yes, sir.
Opponent TBD. So thank you, Kevin. It was fun, and do it again.
And thank you, Mel, back in the studio, keeping us on the air and making sure that things go well on that end. Once again, the final score here, 54 for West Hancock, 8 for the Manson Northwest Webster Cougars. We will find out shortly who we play next week right here at Bob Sanger Field. At any rate, we will be with you here. Audio for sure, and hopefully video and everything will be in place. And we'll bring you round number 2 of the 2020 postseason. So once again, for Jay Hiscox, I am Kevin Wilson. You all drive safely on your way home, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle